Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is time for a little Sunday fun day. We got the crew in the house. Look at this crew. We got one more spot available, and then everyone could take a walk. You know, it's first come, first serve here at the Hangout. Hold on a second. I got to do some rearranging. Let me just do what I need to do here. Now I feel good. All right. I need the blue row. You know, it's got to be a blue row. It's just the way it is.
And Ali is in the center square.
Yeah, he is the center of the square. That's just the way it is. There's a reason for that. He's the only one with the blur. If you see, the former owner of 33 and a G is off to the right, so he goes on the right. Everything goes in its place. There's a place for everything and everything in its place. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the EDC. What is it? The OCD Hangout. And we got the Watch Lounge joining us. He will be in last place because
What's
he has
up, guys?
camera on. Come on, you're messing up the flow here. We need a camera on here. Watch Lounge. Let's go. Come on.
We need to know what color your background is. That's all.
Yeah, we can't have this one man out thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, it doesn't. Or maybe put him in the center. That would work pretty nicely. Oh well, no, then the blur would be out. Yeah, no.
Yeah, right. No, we can't make the focus of the show no camera. That wouldn't work well. All right, we're here. We're ready to talk watches, guys. What's going on? Why do I look orange? I have no idea. Let's try this. Do I look less orange? Maybe, possibly. Who knows?
Less orange.
Sweet. Welcome to the show, guys. Let me try this here. What if I do this? Does it look a little more bright? There we go. Now I like it. I have all sorts of gadgets. As you can see, the work in progress is still going. I don't know if can anyone tell what I got going on here or what?
Well, I like the nice new neon sign. That's fucking pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a little too bright. Awesome. I bought an adjuster to lower it a little bit, but
did you get it from Tony?
Who?
I know you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, the TikTok guy. Yeah, he's hilarious. Yeah.
I don't know him. I don't know him. But,
Chinese TikTok guy.
Anyway, welcome to the show. We got a lot to talk about today, guys. Where'd Chris go? Oh, there. Is he invisible now? What the heck?
He's trying.
Can you see me?
He's invisible. No, we can't see you.
Oh, there you go. Now you can see you. That's how we do it. Guys, we got a huge show for you today. Make sure you go over. I don't know who's live streaming, who's not, but get in there. Let them know the Hangout's live. Come on over here. We got lots of action. We have an unboxing. We have a very generous a giveaway, I think, right? Today? We're doing a giveaway today, very possibly. And we got a good show. We got revamping the collection. We got a lot to get into. Well, let's start off as we usually do, as one does, with a little wristwatch check. In honor of the Piguet man, the large walrus from down under, the sloppy jalopy, I am also wearing a swatch. There we go. Hey. You know, if you want to be a Piguet man, you got to wear your swatch, you know, because that's what it's all about, guys. Wearing swatches. That's what's cool. Duco, what are you wearing?
32 millimeter.
Yes, 32 millimeter Piguet man.
Oh, the honeymoon is not over. The honeymoon is
still wearing the IWC Engineer.
Excellent.
That is a good choice, Duco. I like it. Robert, what do we got on the wrist, man? Oh, he's bare-wristed. He has a lonely wrist. You know what that means? Robert has an unboxing tonight, baby.
Okay.
Little sneak peek there.
The secret code.
Yeah, that's it, guys. That means you better get your upvotes in early and often if you want to see that unboxing. You know the deal, the deal, as TPG would say. So let's get him in there, and Robert will be doing some unboxing for us. Yeah, we got Philip, our man Philip Hurst, Time Panda watches. Philip, what is on the wrist, man? I'm gonna guess it's a Time Panda watch.
Samurai. No, today we're rocking a King Samurai.
King Samurai.
Nice.
Cool. There we go. Very nice.
The great white version of the King Samurai.
That's nice.
Really nice. Cool. I like
How
it.
big is your wrist, man? How big is your wrist?
I'm at a 6.5, literally, and I don't mind wearing a big.
It doesn't look too big on your wrist.
No, it actually fits well. I think it's got a pretty narrow lug to lug is how it feels. So
Nice.
It wraps pretty well. I like the solid bracelet. It's a good watch. It feels well.
Very cool. Also, make sure you check out Philip's socials. Go check out Time Panda Watches on the gram. We got some up and coming news we'll get into in a bit. Ali, what do we got on the wrist? bare-wristed. Does that mean there's an unboxing tonight too for you?
No, that just means that I had a very good day, but the G-Shock is covered in literally beef fat and grease, so I just put it in a small tub of dish soap, and I'll deal with it later.
God.
Look, your private life is your private life, but okay.
No, it was a good. My brother did something very nice for me,
Oh, nice.
so it was a good day. But I ended up covered in beef rib fat and beef tallow. So
Sweet.
there was
And
no
then we
Mr.
got-
GMT involved.
The former owner of 33 and a G, our man, the Yiddish Gambino. What do we got on the wrist today, man?
Today we are going with the Seiko Samurai Save the Ocean.
Nice.
Nice piece.
Save the Ocean Patty edition? No, it's the regular edition. Okay,
Nice.
it's got the.
No, this is the
dial.
Patty.
It is the Patty edition.
It's the old
but it-
Patty edition.
It looks like it has the deck design.
It does. It does. It has the Ocean edition, but this is the. I'm sorry. It's the Prospex edition.
Okay, yes, that's nicer.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the nice
suspect,
edition.
yeah.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
All right. Where are we? I almost lost my place. We're up to Garth. Garth,
sir.
what do we got on the wrist, man?
I've got my Rolex for the
Very nice.
2242.
Nice.
Love
Beautiful.
Explorer, man. Love it.
Love it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Mitch, you're up next. What do we got?
I've got
Nice.
me a big swatch, the Lange Pilot Magitek.
Oh, very nice, very nice. I
I've
like that
never
one.
seen that before. Hold up.
As a beefy boy.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's a Longines Panerai.
Yes.
It's
Jeez,
a
Panerai.
reissue of a watch they
Longinerai.
made for the Czech Air Force in 1935.
The Czech
Oh,
Air Force
cool.
in 1935. So the Czech Air Force in 1935 flew African swallows. Like I don't think they flew planes.
There's a little plaque on the side of the watch that says
Very nice.
35. So
Very nice.
Wow.
Oh, Bourbonhart apparently knows what it is. He says he loves the Longines Maverick design. So you got the stamp of approval from young Roman Sharp, this professional style consultant.
There we go.
oh.
And then last but not least, we got our man Chris from the Watch Lounge. Chris, what are we wearing today, man?
Well, I want to show it because it was going to be an unboxing. It's
Oh,
one I showed
okay.
you before.
Oh, okay. All
You
right.
already
Don't
know which
show it.
one.
There we go. Don't show. So we got two unboxings tonight. Two unboxings. Also, are we doing a giveaway today, Chris? Or no, not today. Another day?
Not today. We'll
Not today.
we'll
We're going to work on
soon.
that. Guys, Chris very generously offered to do some giveaways. We do appreciate Chris, and we want to also make sure you check him out as well. I do have his page set up. Make sure you're following him over at the Watch Gauge. Check it out, watchgauge.com. This is the right site, right? I know I'm not messing this up. I want to just double check with you. Right,
Yes,
Chris?
sir.
All right, I'm going to drop the link there. If anybody wants to check out the Watch Gauge, we're going to do a nice couple of giveaways coming up. We do appreciate that. Got a lot of good things popping up, guys. A lot of good things, but just hang tight for a second. Let me run through the chat. I don't know if I did that link right. Looks like it got a little messed up, but hey.
I'll
What do you
refresh it. Don't worry about it. You just
Thanks.
keep going.
All right, starting our night off right, we got Raj G with 20 pounds. Thank you, Raj. He says, we'll have to catch the replay, but looking forward to the panel's insight on this one. That's right, guys. Tonight we're talking about the 8-piece watch collection. I've decided that is the exact number you need. No more, no less. That's the collection. That's what it is. And we're going to start it over
80
fresh.
piece collection.
No, eight. Only 8 in 2025. Welcome to Tip Top Snack Bar. Where's GMT? In 2025, we're revamping the 8-piece. I actually have Raj's 8-piece. I'm going to try to pull up. I don't know what I did with it. I know I downloaded it, but we lost Chris. Getting it up is a whole nother thing. But thank you, Raj. Appreciate the support.
It happens, man. It happens.
Yes, it does. We got Robert
Let me
Wood
get
with the $2 super chat. He says, happy Sunday fun day. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate you, as always. Link is pinned if anyone wants to come on. I don't think we have any more spots at the moment because Chris is back, but eventually we'll try to get you in there. All right, let's see here. We got Mitch with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Mitch. He says, are we having fun yet? Of course, we have fun from start to the finish. Thank you, Mitch. Greatly appreciated. And we got a $2 super chat from AB. He says, never sell. Just get another watch box.
Yeah, I've
man.
been there, done that. AB.
Yeah.
Got one on its way.
The whole point of the watch box is to keep you in line, man. It's to keep you grounded.
Sucks. Failed.
If all else fails, you can always buy another watch box, right?
If watch boxes cost $20,000 each, it might work.
Or a
I only
watch.
bought one
Get
box.
a roll for every watch.
Only one of those. I'll never buy another watch box that expensive. I don't dislike it, or I think it was totally a big waste of money, but I do enjoy it. I just will never buy another one. It's one is plenty. We got Ducky in the house. Good to see Ducky. He says, finally, a real show. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the support. We got Mikey Casio GTR in the house. He says, wow, the tardiness on the tubes is infectious. Oh, come on. I was 8 minutes late. 8 minutes. I was setting up this nice neon light for you guys. We got DP in the house, reminding everyone upvote. Thank you. Appreciate that. And we got a $5 super chat from our man Duco. He says, sell it all. We need something to complain about.
Does anybody else think that the sign is just JJ giving into the fact that he's going to be single forever and only date watches?
That's all right.
Could be worse.
You won't be the first one who took shots at me today, so go ahead. Did you see the walrus from Down Under's video today? The Breguet man insulting me. He said I sold it because I wasn't a Breguet man. So in honor of him, I am wearing a swatch.
Excellent.
To show that I am a Breguet man. But
Breguet man.
What is a Breguet man?
I don't know what a Breguet man is.
Oh goodness gracious! What can you do?
Somebody who has 3 very good watches instead of 1 Patek.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's see what else. We got. Your friend Mikey in the house says, "JJ, cabs are here." I guess it's because I look kind of orange. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. We got Jay Giddy in the house, my man. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening to you, sir. Doc Nick in Florida is here. We got Sep Nelly here. We got Burbs in the house. Oh, he says Robert's naked again. Uh-oh.
Well, on Friday, man, it was a big day for him on Friday. He recorded. Did you catch the Friday show, JJ?
No, I did not.
So Friday, Valentine's Day, which is Black Friday this year for Robert. In the morning, he starts off recording lusty voicemails for significant others, and then in the afternoon, he starts the early shift at the club, gyrating grandpa. He was really worn out by the time the Friday night show.
Gyrating grandpa.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gyrating. Wait. Tell me, what is this gyrating grandpa?
Let's talk
Like
more about
OnlyFans?
that. Hold on, let's stop right
No,
there.
It is now.
He's old school, dude. He performs on the stage. He doesn't bother with the
Oh.
OnlyFans stuff. He performs
That's right.
on the stage.
They've
Can we get Robert to the stage? Robert.
Robert. Yeah, gyrating grandpa. Come on.
they've made a special
Coming to
ultra
the stage, gyrating Santa.
They made
Instead of pole dancing, it's walker dancing.
Yeah,
Or
that's
North
right.
Pole dancing.
they made a reinforced pool just for me.
Yeah.
Reinforceful.
Oh, geez.
Robert, jeez. Don't feed
we
into
digress.
don't feed into the savages, buddy.
He's the only dancer working off of a Festivus, Paul.
That's right.
It's getting vicious in here. Vicious and nasty. All right, let's see. Where are we? We got Vimal in the house. Good to see you, Vimal. Julius Caesar's here. Damn, we got the whole crew here. We got a super chat from our man, Big George. Thank you, Big George. Greatly appreciated.
It is.
He says, best crew in the biz. Thank you, Big George. Appreciate that. We got the Yiddish Gambino. It went from 33 plus to 6, but the 7th arrives tomorrow. See, you're in line for 8. You're in line.
That's right, 28.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to be a Breguet man.
I'm trying to sell my entire collection.
You're trying to what? Sell?
So, of course, I mean, you come on, pick up on the hint on that one. I'm trying to sell all my watches.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
right. I want to get rid of all the watches.
Now I'm picking
I
up.
got a new one coming in tomorrow. I got a new watch every day, man.
That's what we call in the biz inventory.
Now, I sold most of my collection and give most of them ook to family. So, as you may see, the watch box
There you go.
is empty.
D.
Oh, shoot.
Uh-oh.
That's it. You're a one man. You're a one watch man now.
Like, I got a few. I got a few that I kept. So
You're
Put 'em
just
in a
not worthy
watch
of the watch box.
Oh, now I see. Now I'm even more confused than when we started. So
so
you have an empty watch box, but you have watches on the side.
yes, what's on the side? Yes. And
I'm down to 2, 3 watch rolls.
Oh man.
so I had around 30 watches, fashion watches from DKNY, Max, Fossil. One model particularly of Fossil. The battery is no more, so I have to go to get a new battery. But it's
Do you ever order pizza? You ever order pizza?
That was the most New York thing ever. Pizza.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where pizza came from. But do you ever order pizza, Garth? Pizza.
huh?
You ever
Pizza?
order pizza? Yes.
No.
Oh,
Why?
I was gonna say when the delivery boy comes, give him that fossil, get rid of it, and
No, this is the Matrix watch.
man.
This is
Yeah,
the
but-
only watch from the Fossil of
Oh.
fashion I kept.
okay, maybe we'll let you
Matrix.
slide on that because I do like the Matrix. That is a good movie.
I'm just curious, who did Marco's blush tonight?
I was out smoking a cigar and I cut it short, dude. It's fucking freezing in Chicago. Hello.
What? Ah,
Dude, I was in shorts yesterday.
Oh, dude, it is so windy here. It's unbelievable.
What's going on? The Windy City, man. What do you expect?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we got to answer Burb's question here. $2 super chat from my man Burbinghard. He wants to know what in 2025, what 8-slot watch box would you guys buy?
Invicta.
Great question. Excellent question.
Whichever one is cheapest on Amazon, because you don't.
I just
wear
don't see the
box.
point. I just don't see the point in buying a Louis Vuitton watch box. I just don't get it.
No.
I just don't, man. I would buy a Wolf or something like that for $500, $400.
You know who actually
Not
makes a
even.
really nice case, and it's a real leather instead of wolf, because I don't think they use real leather. JJ. JJ.
What is it,
Deluxe.
Bostrus?
No, Deluxe. I saw this.
Deluxe?
I didn't
What's
even
the
know that
price?
they made an 8 watch case, but it's like a very minimalist.
That's nice.
Oh, I didn't know that either. What did they charge for this?
$595. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Hmm.
I feel like they
Is real
don't
leather?
advertise this at all, but this is actually sharp. I think.
I don't know if I'd pay that much for a Deluxe. They do make good stuff, but I think I would get like a rapport before I got this.
Rapport is nice.
Dude, you can.
I don't know
on
if they have an
Etsy.
8-piece though.
You
What's
could
that?
go on Etsy and have somebody make you a custom watch box for a lot cheaper, and it would
There's
be
only-
something unique.
There's only one answer to this question. That's right here.
No,
You get the LV watch box, 8-piece. Boom. There you go. That's all you need.
Busta. You get the 8-piece. They do 10, I think, rapport, right?
I know they have a 4-piece watch box.
Oh, they do an 8. They have the 8 green.
Wait, let's see what. Oh, is it wood though?
Yeah, it is. Hold on.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't like wood.
1 second.
A real
Oh,
quick
hold on.
caveat. Anything as long as the inner tray comes out is always a plus for me. I like
Yeah.
to be able to put a couple of straps and things underneath that inner tray.
That's exactly what I do. And when if I have like when I have it full, I just put I pull out the slot and put it into the safe. This way I don't have to take the whole watch box out.
Absolutely, yeah. Or
Sorry.
So if you one of the options I like for people who don't travel with their watch boxes. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You're leaving somebody pulling something else up.
No, you could go. I don't know what if he was looking at anything. I just pulled it up.
I like the travel lockers that IFLW has in a couple different
That's nice.
colors, right? So this is just one of the colors, but it has the extra 2 slots, right?
What is it? Who makes this?
IFLW.
Guys, if anyone wants to buy this IFLW box, you can send it to Watch Hangout.
That's great.
90264.
Now does that close up over the top of that?
No, that's what I say. That's why I said if you actually don't take it out, travel with it.
Got you. So if
Right.
it stays up, got you.
Like a light, it's like if you just
It's
putting
a
something at
dresser
home, it's a nice little, it's a nice little setup for that.
Copy that. That is really nice. I do like that though.
Comes in a couple different colors, including the IFLW camo and stuff like that.
Can you send me that link when I want to look at it after the show? That's very cool. I like that one.
Yes, sir. I will send you that link.
It's better, guys, to purchase a cheap watch box and most of the money to purchase a watch shelf.
No, that's nonsense. Don't do that. You buy the most expensive watch box you can, and then you just try to stuff it.
I also dropped that link in the chat, guys. You heard it here. JJ said he would welcome that as a gift. So if you were looking for a gift for JJ, that is the answer.
Nobody ever sends anything. Every time I check the box, it's empty. You know, my mailman makes fun of me because I don't go with the key ever. And I know him just from going in there. I'm like, hey, can you check my box? He goes, dude, there's never anything in there. I said,
I'm gonna
no.
send you something now. You may not like it, but I'm sending something.
And I always make him check, and he gets so aggravated. He goes, I don't know why you make me walk all the way back there. There's never anything in there. Nobody likes you. This is my mailman. Oh man. All right, we got a $5 super chat from Bubba Hotep. He says, hello, watch aficionados. Just curious, was the Watch Hangout sign made by Tony the Sign Guy? This is like the third person who said that. I don't know who Tony the Sign Guy is, but no, I got this from Amazon.
I don't think, can you pull up Tony the Sign Guy without getting hit? Probably not.
I can pull up his IG. I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you want, we could do that.
That's hilarious. But you better be careful about which one you pull up, though. Some of his stuff is kind of.
We got Keslow in the house, and we got Mr. GMT. Hey, boys, I have arrived. Good to see Mr. GMT in the chat.
GMT.
All right, let's see. Where else do we got to go? We got, oh, yeah, I agree, Keslow, right? 600 for that deluxe is a little steep. I'll sell you my rapport for 600. Do you have, is it leather? I don't want wood. I don't like wood. His teeth are made of wood. We got No Biggie Sal with a $20 super chat. He says, buy 3 watch rolls and use the money for better watches. And don't forget to upvote. That's right. We got 2 unboxings tonight.
3 watch rolls. That's what you need.
Which watch rolls do you have? I actually have 2 watch rolls for when I want to take my stuff out.
So
one of them,
one of them is from Grail Watches.
Mm-hmm.
A buddy of mine who I got to know through the motor groups on Facebook. Really good stuff, quality product.
Right.
I get nothing from it, and have spent my own money on a number of occasions on them. It's one of the nice ones where each of the pillows has its own sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
And I think these are like $50, and they're really nice quality.
Nice.
Not bad. Not bad.
The other one is a $20 Amazon special.
I have the 4-piece rolls from Bosphorus. They're pretty nice. I have a gray ostrich and a gray Saffiano leather. I like the Saffiano leather better. Why? Because I don't know. Because I'm stupid. That's why.
I don't know. For me, it's like the number of you could get like tremendous straps for the same price that you're paying for a box. I don't know. Just never understood it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the whole. I'm actually also a big fan of the Holm and Hadfield boxes. If you just want one that's a display box for your house.
What's the other one that Mo had? Carapaz, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, those are nice too. I think that's what it's called.
Pull it up. Hold on 1 second.
Jay Giddy says, I have a beautiful 6-watch Globetrotter, compliments of Ali and the Watch Hangout. My horse was fast that day. Yeah, the other one got ruined, right? Got ruined in the floods.
No, this is the Globetrotter. This is that super limited Hodinkee collab. The IFLW one hasn't been returned to me, so I'm assuming it's gone in the floods. The other one went to Kelly's husband, but he never said anything about it. I don't know if he ever used it. Like, no idea.
Oh, that sounds nice. You got a gift? No, you didn't get an answer?
So I have Tony available, by the way, if you want to see who Tony is.
Are you rebuilding your home?
Yeah, I want to talk more about this free gifting and not even a recognition of receiving. That's kind of weird.
That's a few. That's like
do we not want to get
that's
into
a few
it?
years gone. It's a few years gone. Like I
like Kelly and everything. There's nothing against her. You get an expensive, generous free gift. You should at least acknowledge, hey, I received this. Nobody ever said if they got it.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they did it. Hopefully they use it and stuff. But I didn't hear anything, so I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see it on the IG or whatnot. But as long as they got it, and it didn't get lost to ether because they got the Yeah, G got the bigger one, but they have one of the one nice ones. They were both pricey. But here's Tony. So the problem with Tony, Duco knows this, is that there's really nothing entirely safe. So I'm going to play 2 because they're just funny. So hopefully we'll get the volume here.
China, China, China. You can't trust anyone, but you can trust China, LC sign. Best service, best factory, best quality. This style is very popular now. Put it in your storefront and make your business great again. Any size, any shape, any color can be customized. We ship worldwide, no MOQ and 3 years warranty. We have salesperson on our WhatsApp in our bio. Follow the LC signing, China.
All right, so the funniest thing about that is that he also does the China impression in different languages as Trump, and it like works like 3 or 4 different languages. But what he's
he just customized signs? Is that what's going on here?
Yes, their factory do custom signs and custom vinyl and everything. Most of his stuff is more like this, and this is where like he became famous.
I heard you like trans girls.
Nope. Anyways, how to know your spend on signs are worthwhile? Simple ways to check if they have.
So he does. So you get the idea of why Duco said it's like it's hard to find something that isn't going to be controversial.
Yeah.
But that's Tony the sign guy, and he does a bunch of different accents. He does a bunch of different things, and the dude is hilarious. But I can't, if I like rifle through his whole channel, it will be like canceled instantly.
Yeah, I really don't want to rifle through his whole channel. I'm not that interested in this guy. It seems like he makes signs and does bad accents. I don't know.
He's got a shtick. It works.
Yeah. He's got a shtick. He does.
Right? He's got a shtick.
He cuts interesting. He stitches together interesting other viral memes. Yeah. That's the only way I can describe it. And like the problem is most of them you just can't play.
Okay. I will take your guys' words for it. I am just trying to pull something up here. Sorry, don't mind me if I'm like all over the place. Did that work? Did I lose you guys?
No. So okay. Nate, I pulled up this Home and Hadfield. They've got some really like their knife display boxes are really
their
cool.
Stuff is great. JJ, I got one pulled up if you can.
So they have their Amazon store for Home and Hatfield, right? But so one of my friends, Dr. Elizabeth, he picked up one of their displays without the pads, which was a mistake. Like you have to pay a few extra dollars, I don't know, to get the pads, like just the pure wood, and that was just a mistake. It like just scratched the shit out of everything.
Sure.
Oh yeah, the ones that I got always came with the leather pads. JJ, I don't know if you could share my screen.
I'm not even on.
I got it.
There you go. Help me help you.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So this is the one that I have. Actually, I've got a couple of these. I don't know why. I only have 6 watches now, but fine. Yeah, I got a couple of these. They're great. There's a leather pad that's that the watches go on here, and on the inside you can fit 8 more, and those are padded displays there, and then a whole nother drawer for straps, tools, and everything else. They're the really good drawers that it's like soft close drawers, like a good kitchen cabinet drawer.
Wow.
And if you're not somebody that feels the need to keep your stuff in the safe all the time, and want to actually have them displayed, I highly recommend them. You can get them for a lot more than $275. They're always running promotions. I think I paid like $179 for mine, and they're just it's just really good quality and a really nice way to display your pieces. Casters? Yes, the drawers are on casters. Okay, it's all ball bearings.
Yeah. Okay,
that's good pricing for that.
Yeah. And nice wood. You can get it in you can get it in black if you want it.
Black. There you go. That's hot.
They have a large Amazon store, and they popped up on Prime days too, like with some ridiculous deals. So I've only seen one of them, and the build quality was good. He just didn't have the pads.
Dude, that looks so sweet.
Nice. Yeah. Come on now.
I like that display. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, knives, coins, everything. It's great stuff.
Cool. All right, we got a super chat here from our man Marco, $2. He says, "What's the best box for 33 and a G?" Asking for a friend. you got to call up Louis Vuitton and get a custom made. No, I'm only
a refrigerator. It'd be the size of a refrigerator.
Just get the
backpack. Backpack.
Hey, hold on. Nate, you're down to 6 watches now. What's wrong with you? Only 6?
He sold them all to you. He said the watch market's dead. He said
it's dead. It's floating face down in a pool like this.
It's dropping.
No, what I did was actually I went with my my collector group here in Palm Beach yesterday. We actually went over to an AD. They gave us the back room. I brought all of my pieces with me, the entire collection.
The back room.
We sat, the back room. We sat for a while, kind of going through things, figuring out which ones fit into each tier. You know, ones that will hurt to get rid of because I wear them and they're not going to be very easily replaceable. Ones that I really enjoy wearing, but if I ever want to get another one again, I'll always be able to get another one. And then ones that are just great pieces that I'm not really wearing. So what I've done was I took the full collection, which I'll actually be bringing out on Tuesday night for the Tuesday night show, and have narrowed it down to 6 pieces.
Good for you.
And I'm going to try, you know, for the next couple weeks, wear these 6 and see whether anything is like, I feel like I wanted to go to another watch that I didn't have in this 6. If the answer is yes, then maybe one of these needs to go out and one of those needs to get put back in. And I figured that after a month or so, I'll really know which ones are the keepers for the collection and which ones are going to be sold to Marco for very good prices.
Nice. We got our
Right,
man
so,
Toyota
you
Mo
know-
in the house. What's up, Mo? Good to see you in the chat. He says, if it ain't LB, it does next to nothing for me. I agree with you, good sir.
He's a poet. He didn't even know.
So Nathaniel, when can JJ expect his envelope? If you move that many watches, there's got to be an envelope coming, man. Then the rules.
there will absolutely be an envelope. Actually, it's more of a box. I got the Cologuard thing that I have to do for my doctor. I'm just going to send it to JJ. Have him forward it.
Guys, just letting you know, I've purchased the watch from Yiddish Gambino. It was scratched, it was broken, and I think he got the parts from China. Do not recommend.
They were very much from China. They were from China.
Diego, Marco, my offer still stands. 100 grand. What is he trying to sell you the Cartier for 100 grand?
Yeah, I said
trying to double up.
He's like 100,000. I was like, what? 100,000. God damn.
Trying to double up, man. He's trying to double up. I think he paid 45. I'm gonna say
that's a steal, by the way. Steal.
I totally made that up. I have no idea what he paid.
For what?
I would guess maybe 48.
For what?
For the CPCP monopusher chrono.
Oh.
With the white gold with the blue Roman at 12.
That's
the best one.
It's the best gorgeous piece.
Yeah. We got Brody with a 17-month member chat. Good to see Brody in the house. He says, everything I know about watch storage I learned from Marcelo. So I'll keep my watches in plastic baggies inside my toilet tank.
Good. I think I'm gonna start doing that actually. I don't know why I haven't thought about that earlier.
Gives a good flavor. And we got our man Anthony P, 20-month member. Hello, everyone. Good to see Anthony P in the chat. What's going on, my man? All right, guys. So, yes, go ahead. Speak to me.
I don't mean to interrupt you. There's a great question in the chat. If you want to scroll up from seconds, he said, hey, gentlemen, think I'm going to move out of a Polar Explorer, Air King, and back roll for a day date. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. What's the question?
Which day date?
Should he do it?
Question. That's the question. Which day date?
Yeah, let us know in the chat. Seconds. What day date you looking for? I'm sure Marco could hook you up if you're in need of a salesperson. Unless you have your own, then
it's not a bad idea.
No pressure.
On his collection, I guess.
Getting a day date is always a great idea. I always recommend.
Can't get rid of the back row.
Chris Negroni did an awesome video on getting rid of GMT. It really made me think about getting rid of it, but then I said, nah, I can't do that. Yeah, see, Jay Giddy gets it. Well, let's see. All right, let's see. He wants to get yellow champagne stick dial. I recommend the silver Roman style, but that's just my recommendation. All right, Air King, Polar Explorer. I don't know which model.
Is it the 42 or the 40?
Right. That's the, if we. I'm just
Probably
trying.
42, I'd assume.
So you're talking about like 25.
Too much.
It'll be like
almost
like 30 grand.
almost 30 grand. So you're gonna have to put in what, like $7 grand, probably.
No.
More?
Are you kidding me? You can do if he's got he said he got a Batgirl.
Right.
He's got a 42 millimeter Polar Explorer.
We don't know that.
And okay, so assume for a moment that it's a 42 millimeter Polar Explorer. Assume it's a 216570, not the current.
Okay.
226, and assume it's a 116-900 Air King, not the 126.
Okay.
So just the previous generation Air King.
Don't die, Mitch. Okay.
That's a pretty even swap. I wouldn't be putting money in buying pre-owned for a champagne stick 40 millimeter date.
But that's
it's gonna be 2017, 2018.
That's like 30,000 trade-in. I think you're gonna you're not getting a day for 30 grand. I don't know where you're shopping, but not if you're giving up. There's no way you're getting that even.
You can get a champagne date for probably like 32.
No, I don't think so. Nobody's trading you high up on. So you're going to trade up all three super high prices and then get a day for 32?
Again,
don't give the guy unrealistic advice. Then he's going to be bitter if the trade doesn't work out.
I think I can probably figure that out for him.
All right, there you go. Nate will get you on even swap. There you go.
Yeah.
Send the 3 watches to Nate. He'll send you a date.
Need to know what year and what reference the pieces are. But
this just went totally sideways. This went totally sideways.
Nate verbally agreed.
That's it. Nate's in.
It's Mazal. He Mazaled it. This is like the bone sharpening all over again.
Do you Mazal?
Yeah. If it's, I need to know what references they are, but it's not going to be far off. I think I just saw.
All right, just for the record, officially, the Watch Hangout does not provide this service.
No.
So,
I told you, he sells watches with scratches and Chinese parts. I do not endorse Nate.
This is all guaranteed by Ali Reza, actually. It's not the Watch Hangout.
Wait. Is it Ali Reza or AliExpress? Which one?
That's AliExpress. I'm not warranting a damn thing.
We're moving on from this. We have an 8-piece suggestion. This is from Raj G. Raj sent this to me earlier. He wants to know, what do we think? This is what he wants as his end goal 8-piece collection. He says he feels it's a bit trendy. It's a bit high pieces, but these are the ones he really wants. End goal 8 pieces. Let's help him out here. What do we think? He has AP Royal Oak 15510. Now the ones that are yellow are the ones he hasn't acquired yet. So he actually has 5 of the 8 so far. So he has a Blue Dial 15510 Royal Oak. He has Pepsi, Steel Pepsi on Oyster. He wants to get Panda Daytona. He has a Hulk. He has a Star Wheel. He has the Pikachu, Oyster Flex Daytona. And then he wants these 2 Patek Philippe's, the 5712R. That's the 1R actually on the bracelet. And then he wants a 5968 Aquanaut chronograph. What do we think? Finisher 8-piece. I gave this
on the Rolex Daytona always, especially the new reference. Love that bezel.
Now, my advice to him was, I like it, but I would change one thing. Instead of getting the Panda Daytona, I would get a day date. I would get a yellow gold day date.
Yeah, I would agree with that because there's.
You don't need 2 Daytonas in an 8-piece collection.
That's yeah. Just thinking about that.
But it's a beautiful.
But would you get rid of the Pikachu or the?
Well, he doesn't have the Panda.
Okay.
The ones that are yellow.
Got you. Yep, got you.
He doesn't have yet. So.
Got you. I see what you're saying. Yep.
Which date?
I don't know, whichever he prefers. I would go yellow gold because he's getting the 5712 in rose.
I'm not a fan of the chronograph Patek. I don't know what it is.
Watch. It's really nice in person, but I don't disagree. It's very expensive, like 110, 115,000 for.
Right. Well, my other suggestion was also, if he does get both Daytonas, you definitely don't need 3 chronographs. Maybe get the travel time Aquanaut instead.
Yeah,
travel time Aquanaut's just I think aesthetically it's also a more pleasing watch.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to suggest too. I like the travel time more than the chronograph.
Or heck, just go like 5968G 3-hander, like Blue Dial.
I think I totally missed the super chat actually from Liberty Spot. I don't think, did I read this one? $2 from Liberty Spot. Buonasera. Have a great show, everyone. I think I might have missed that one, but he does have a new one. And it says, last conversation has me thinking, do I keep a white dial Sky Dweller? What is that? I don't know what
two-tone yellow gold.
Two-tone yellow gold on Oyster. Or move it for a two-tone GR. I would get rid of the Sky Dweller on Oyster Flex. I would much rather have the two-tone. Move it for a two-tone on yellow gold Jubilee. Wait, I'm a little confused here.
What's
me
the
too.
G and GRNR?
That's the Bruce
White
Wayne.
dial two-tone Sky Dweller.
Okay,
White dial two-tone Sky Dweller. For a GRNR. I just tell him to get a steel like a steel Pepsi, steel Batgirl over a GR. But
He wants the gold. He wants the gold.
I guess he wants the two-tone.
I don't like the Sky Dweller on Oyster, but I mean
the Sky Dweller on Oyster, the two-tone Sky Dweller on Oyster with the black dial is pretty good piece. I think the white dial. I think the white dial is the one that I'd want to get out of. And then you kind of have the same vibe because you're going to have a black dial like you would have on the GRNR and a more complicated piece.
Right, he's waiting on the Bruce Wayne now. That's the next piece he has in for his AD. I'm just a little confused. What is he? He says, does he keep the white dial Sky Dweller, two-tone yellow gold on Oyster?
On an Oyster. Yeah. Is he?
Oh, okay. All right. I was thinking Oyster Flex. I was thinking Oyster Flex.
Is he trading a two-tone Sky Dweller on Oyster bracelet for a
all right, two-tone for a two-tone for I got you for the Bruce Wayne yellow gold. That's a tough one, man. I agree with Nate. I would like the two-tone Sky Dweller on the black dial. I think that's a manly watch right there. Yeah, I would trade it. I would get the GMT. That's what I would do. Yes. I'll take the GRNR on Jubilee. I like it. That's my final answer. I'm not a big Sky Dweller fan, to be honest. I know a lot of people hype that watch with the blue dial, but not a fan. Never really liked it. It's too busy. It's off center. My OCD would never forgive me for that, to have that watch. Just could never do it. That off center chapter, whatever, that ring. Ugh. I know.
Basically, what you're saying is your mental illness prevents you from having the most complicated watch Rolex has ever made.
Yes. Yours looks somewhat symmetrical to me for some reason. Maybe
it's the monotone kind of rose gold with the brown.
Yeah, that one doesn't hurt my feelings.
I just always saw the Sky Dweller, especially in precious metal, and there's no offense to you, Nate, because you own both of them, but it's just like an inferior day-date to me. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to own a day-date every single time. I don't know. That's
actually an interesting thing that you say. It's an inferior day-date, except
it's more complicated.
The Sky Dweller is 42 millimeter.
What's a cooler watch? You know what I mean? Like watch for watch.
I don't know the answer to that. That's a hard question to answer. I mean, it's like, do you want an annual calendar GMT or do you want a complete calendar? I don't know the answer. I mean,
do you want a lopsided, overcomplicated, overexpensive, oversized?
You can't get over it. You cannot get over it. That's it.
Or do you want a day? That's the question. All right, so what do we got to do to help Raj out here, guys? Let's get some final answers.
So I think the Aquanaut's got to go. I think somebody in the chat said Calatrava. Get a rest piece in there. Get a Calatrava instead of the Aquanaut. I also think the Aquanaut, I just think the Aquanaut's the wrong Aquanaut if you're going to force yourself to get Aquanaut. I totally agree that there's no reason for two Daytonas. That just doesn't feel right. Like, it's just not as versatile as most of the other watches on the list.
I don't know if he needs a Calatrava because he has the Star Wheel, and from this collection, it's very clear. Like, he just doesn't.
The Star Wheel is not nearly as elegant as the Calatrava, though. So the problem is the Star Wheel isn't like frankly on the wrist. The 15510's a better fit as a dress watch than the Star Wheel.
I think that Marco's point is he
100%.
doesn't like dress watches.
Yeah, I don't think he likes dress watches. You know what I mean? Like, I think that the closest thing he'll come to a dress watch would be a 5712 1R. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be like the slimmest watch
he likes dress watches according to this collection at all.
Yeah. No,
Okay. So then there are some fantastic options that you could look at from Lange, from Vacheron in particular, like some maybe not Lange, but definitely Vacheron has to be in the mix, unless you just don't like Vacheron at all.
Well, what he's doing here is pretty obvious, right? 4 Rolex, 2 Patek, 2
He's
AP.
got the Holy Trinity: Rolex, AP, and Patek.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a pain in the neck here. So what else is new? But when answering a question like this, I would want to know before I gave any recommendation, what is the person's goal? Otherwise, you could choose anything.
Yeah, well, his goal is to buy these 8 pieces. He's just asking. His question was, is it too? No, I'm serious. I didn't mean that to be like. His goal is to buy these 8 pieces, and his question was pretty much,
do you like me?
His goal is to take about 300. His goal is to take about $400,000 out of his wallet,
Throw it in watches.
turn them into watches.
Right.
Do you like my choices?
So I don't disagree with Mo. Mo's like, why does this collection all look the same to me? It's just a lot of obvious choices, and I hate to say that because these are all really, really sharp watches. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think you got to ditch the Panda for sure, and you got to ditch either the 5712R or the Aquanaut. It's one or the other. You know, I wouldn't recommend having both.
I'm trying to find his exact
Star
question.
Wheel. I mean, I would kill the Star Wheel.
Oh no, the Star Wheel is so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. It's such a gorgeous watch.
I don't know. For me, it's like, and I happen to like the 1159s. It's for what you can get in terms of an 1159 for what you're going to pay for that Star Wheel. 1159, you can get the Aventurine Perpetual for less than the Star Wheel.
He already has it. That's the thing. He already has the 1159, so I don't see him selling it.
Okay.
What's that crazy AP that looks like a microwave? That new one that came out?
Oh.
Music.
No. The
remaster or something?
Oh, the Brutalist?
Oh, the Brutalist.
Yeah, Brutalist watch, but it's not what it's called, but I can't remember what it's
the
called.
Remaster. You know,
remaster. Yeah. Mitch is right. Yep.
It's the AP that looks like a microwave.
That's what it looks like.
It's sort of Harry G's refrigerator shrunk down.
Yeah.
You know what's the worst part? All of them sold out, and I have no idea how. Here, I'll pull it up right now.
Oh, the microwave?
I love that watch.
What?
I love that watch.
It's fucking
I mean, look, I love dress. I love dress watches. I absolutely love that watch. I mean, I love that watch. I love that watch for half of its retail price, but I think it's a cool watch.
This thing is hideous. Do we have? I don't know.
If this isn't a Hamilton, I don't
Yiddish
know.
Gambino, do you have your glasses on, sir? Where are your contacts?
I think this is just. I mean, just from an aesthetic standpoint, I just think this looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, it's got the whole rule of thirds thing going for you. So aesthetically, it's automatically pleasing. Everything is left justified, and it's broken up into the rule of thirds. Which to me, I think it's beautiful. I think it's a great looking, stellar watch. Would I wear it and keep it as part of my collection? No, but I think it has some really great design cues. To be quite honest with you.
Yeah,
I mean, my only question is, how much are they asking for this $35,000 watch?
35.
I don't know the price of a microwave meal.
With a 10. That number has to start with a 1.
I think the watch is $75,000. I think it's a $30,000 watch.
I contrast it with the Cubinus. This is much more of an original design where some degree of thought went into it, as opposed to the Cubinus.
Well, Mitch, what's actually interesting about this one is it's a remaster of one that they made from the 70s that looks almost identical.
But it's still a better design exercise.
And Philip, fuck you for making me now look at it and think of a Cybertruck.
I'm telling you,
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Just saying.
I like the looks of it, but yeah, it's like a Cybertruck on your wrist.
Oh, it's ruined.
I'm sorry, guys.
Get this off my screen.
Get
this off my screen.
I agree with that. You know what?
It's the bed of the truck.
Yep.
Oh,
You're right.
I didn't
just like when JJ
JJ
and Ollie ruined Jacques Dro for me by making it to everyone telling me I look like a goddamn snowman.
I think they did a pretty good job ruining themselves.
No.
To be honest, to be fair, Jacques Dro did a pretty damn good job on themselves. They didn't need our help.
Who is it that we ruined that watch by calling it the toilet bowl watch? What was
that? Would be me too.
That was Nate. That was one of the first times he came on. Yeah.
This is our specialty. We ruin everything.
Like it's your part out, part eagle.
We love you, man.
People referring to it.
He's out.
Sphincter watch.
See, I knew I liked Buckley. This thing is disgusting.
Everyone hates it. I don't understand how you like this thing. I was like,
he doesn't now.
It's definitely off the look. It's a piece that a statement piece that you want that you either love or you think it's terrible. 90% of people think it's terrible, but the 10% that love it will really love it.
I mean, if you want to get an old school AP, the Remaster 01, I think, is a crazy bargain for what it is. This one here. Hold on. Pull it up, JJ. This is a gorgeous watch, in my opinion.
Just before we do, my final thoughts on this, Raj, is ditch one of the 2 day dates, ditch them for, one of the 2 Daytonas, ditch them for a day date, and then ditch that chronograph Aquanaut for the travel time. That's my final answer.
I actually agree with you. Which day date?
Of course you agree with me. I make the most sense in the world. I don't know, whatever one he likes. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
I think a yellow gold champagne.
Oh, come on. What is this? This looks like you ever see the Broadway play Cats? This is what it reminds me of.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. What's wrong with this?
I mean, look.
Memories all alone in the moon.
It's a beautiful watch. I liked it better when it was called the Corne de Vache.
This is 25 grand now, I think, in the market, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's cheap.
There's a reason.
That's insanely cheap. I mean, that's a gorgeous watch for 25 G's.
I mean, again, if you want a 1940, I mean, you have to be into that 1940s reissue look.
Yeah.
We've lost 7 viewers since we pulled these 2 watches.
Quick, bring up
I love how we judge it on that. That's a good little scale.
By the way, Marco, just found a 2018 full set champagne yellow gold date 31.5.
Make the deal. Make the trade. Even money.
Complete 2018.
Wait, 2018? Is it fully linked?
Fully linked, 31.5. It's champagne with the deconstructed Romans, not the sticks. But
dude, I gotta start. Honestly, I never go on. I've never ever looked at Moda ever in my life. I've never done it. I really have to. I really should. To be honest.
I had to leave Moda because it's too tempting.
It's just that's insane. That's pretty crazy.
Toyota Mo says my great grandfather is calling and said young Marco has great taste. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate that. We got a super chat from Vimal, $2 super chat. He says, "I need a tetanus shot just from looking at that AP." Oh goodness, rough crowd. It's a rough crowd, man.
Listen, I never said that I loved it or I want to own it. I just said it was better than the first one.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, it's a beautiful watch. What size is that Remaster 01?
It's big. It's actually like 40 or 41. It's a big watch.
Okay.
It's like fit to the case. So hold on. It's actually really sharp.
Yeah, because I have an actual vintage 1949, JLC that is the exact.
Birth year?
It's not a chronograph, but it's the exact same vibe with those lugs and everything else.
What an ass.
Oh, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, we got the Lonely Wrist in the house. I wonder if it runs as shitty as a Cybertruck drives. Man, what a night. This is like the roast night. By the way, guys, did I tell you guys I am wearing Breguet tonight? Breguet man.
Breguet. Yeah.
Watch company. Thank you.
It looks great, JJ. It looks great.
Yeah, right. It's 34 mil in honor of the walrus from down under.
Yeah.
It's 34 mil in honor of his 5 lady-size Pateks.
Correct.
That were allegedly stolen.
Philip, you got to run, right?
Signing off. Yeah, I'm going to say goodnight. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys as soon as possible.
Have a good one.
Cool, guys. Come on, make sure you guys check out Philip, Time Panda Watches, Philip Hearst Media. Check him out on the gram. Don't sleep. We got some future cool stuff possibly coming up. We will get into when we're ready to get into it. But yeah. Little tease.
Bye, guys.
All right, later, guys.
Bye.
You know what that
See you
means? I
later.
dropped the link. We have one spot open. If anyone wants to join the panel, we got one spot and one spot only. All right, where are we? Oh, so now on to me. So this was my first iteration until I talked to Marco, and he ruined
Why is
everything
it all
for
about
me.
you?
Who, me? I just did Raj for a half hour. It's my watch box on the screen.
It's his damn channel.
Try if I want to.
All right, this is what I want to do. What do you think? Is this terrible?
No.
Marco already shit on it. Said it's
I hate
terrible.
it, JJ. I hate it, to be honest.
I have 5 out of the 8 already.
Here's the problem with this. Okay, are you going to keep that IWC? I just don't see you keeping that IWC.
I love that IWC.
You love it, or you love it right now?
I love it right now.
He loves it right now.
Okay.
It's very slim. It's very
It'll be gone in a
comfortable.
month.
I love the blued hands. There's nothing not to love. It's perfect size. It's excellent.
I love the Omega. I love the AP. I love the Day-Date, obviously. Not sure about the Panerai.
It's a 40 mil Quaranta. I'm going to buy it off of Blake for very cheap.
The
I think
Panerai?
there's
Yeah.
three watches that for sure need to go. I think
I got
you know
I got
that.
2 that have to go. 2
Which one?
definitely.
Go ahead. Hit me.
The Panerai and the IWC have to go. And it pains me to say that IWC is one of my favorite brands.
So why does it got to go?
I cannot imagine a scenario where you're going to go into an 8-piece watch box that has these other pieces in it and pick the IWC.
I kind of agree.
That's my beater, man.
Wouldn't you have a G-Shock on the side as your beater meter?
No, I don't wear that.
And the
Only my-
Panerai too. I mean, not that I'm trying to take money out of Blake's pocket, but
Well, I'm only buying his for very cheap. We haven't discussed the deal yet, but
and
Or
so
switch
40 mil?
IWC to the IWC Ingenieur.
what?
Yeah,
Just
you know what?
The IWC Ingenieur.
No, I have this one already. I'm never buying another IWC.
I could see switching. I could see not taking the Panerai, not having that IWC, and going to Marco at Berdeen's and getting an Ingenieur.
No, I don't want an Ingenieur. I want the Royal Oak. Why would I get an Ingenieur? It's going to be like the same watch.
Yeah, there's no point. I think the 4 that need to go. Actually, no, it's 3. The first Omega in space just doesn't make sense. You could keep the IWC. The first Omega, like JJ, you'll own that for like 3 months and then sell it. Come on, let's be honest. You're not keeping that watch.
True.
The Quaranta is even worse. You keep the Note 8 sub over the Quaranta, 100%, without question.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the other one that kind of has to go, just doesn't make sense in the collection. It's kind of very obvious, is the Cartier. To be
Yeah, fuck.
And I love that watch, JJ, but it just doesn't make sense in this collection.
He's just
at all.
trying to get us
He just wants you to sell it to him. Is what he
Yeah.
wants.
It doesn't make any sense of your collection. I'll give you 6,000 for it.
AJ, where's the sub? Where's the No-Date sub? Do you still have it?
This is a hypothetical. Yeah, I still have it. This is a hypothetical
Then
collection.
definitely replace this. Put the No-Date sub where that Panerai is. Man.
Well, I made a
that's
second
what I would say.
iteration because I knew you guys were going to break my balls about a certain few
Yeah,
watches.
put that
So
No-Date. You can't get
All
rid
right,
of
let's
it.
see the real one.
here's round 2. The IWC
No.
is still there.
Much
Now we got a
faster.
3-2-1.
Much better.
We got a 3-2-1 instead of the first Omega in space. We still got the 15202. We got the Pikachu Volume 2 instead of the Paul Newman. We got a Rose Olive Day-Date instead of the one I have. IWC Beater is still in the house. We got a Pepsi. We got the Patek 5205. And we have a No-Date sub.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I like
I like
better.
that a lot better. Oh,
Yeah, I'm glad you got
Also a
rid of
lot
it.
more expensive.
I'm glad I'm
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
glad you got
realistically, JJ, you could put the first Omega in space over the 321.
Yep.
And
Agreed.
you can keep your Paul Newman and your Day-Date.
Agreed.
I'm
And
glad you
that's
got
perfect.
I'm glad
Let's
you
do that
got
iteration, JJ. Let's make that iteration.
No.
Yeah,
I think
Marco
it's- I think
also
it's a-
happens
I think
to
it's a
have the
hybrid.
5205 and wants the Cartier.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you got rid of the yellow gold day date because I am just Not a fan of anything yellow gold. The rose gold is much better. That's just me.
So the only thing, JJ, I would say is I would keep your existing Daytona. That is the JJ. It's not the Newman. It's the JJ. Like it just flat out is one of your definitive watches.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the only thing I'd change from this setup. You're right. It is. I don't know if it's a lot more expensive in as a total percentage of the total value of the watches. You know, before and after first iteration, second iteration, it's not that much more expensive.
I think it's probably like 50 grand more expensive.
I was thinking 30, but even that is a total expenditure.
It's 20, 30, 40, 50,000 more expensive for sure.
JJ,
that's no small.
You've had
not
the
if you
5205 and you got rid of it.
Right. So we could go back to this one then.
I think it's a combination of the two.
If with this one right here, I just sell my no date sub and I could get the first Omega in space and the Panerai for the same price.
Yeah, but why sell the no date sub for a Panerai? I would keep the no date sub instead of the Panerai.
Agreed.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion, Robert.
Dude, get the new Omega, the new one.
That's this one.
Go back to the second picture. Swap
the second picture has the 321, right?
Yeah, just swap the 321 for the new Omega first Omega in space.
Okay.
And then keep your current Daytona, the JJ Daytona. Keep your current date. Bam.
So that's this.
No, there's no Panerai in the.
All right, so basically you're just saying switch the Panerai and the no date sub.
And drop the Cartier.
Get rid of that Cartier.
And get the Patek?
No, I'm gonna say keep. I'll be the contrarian to say keep the Cartier because no one will ever think that I'd say something like that. Because of all the pieces here, I know you don't wear a dress watch often.
Correct.
But you do like having a dress watch.
Yes.
And this is a quintessential dress watch. It's rarer and more unique than the Patek. Right. It's also less than a third the price of the Patek, so you don't have a ton of money invested in it as compared to some of the other pieces.
Right.
It's a great unique piece, and for the rare times that you're wearing a dress watch, I just think it's a perfect dress watch. And again, it's the only watch that you'll have that is not a round shape. So one non-round.
I think AB nails it. JJ, just buy another LV box.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so let's go one at a time. So first Omega in space or 321?
First Omega.
Yep.
No. Come on.
I
would actually pick
321. 321.
You can't feel the difference.
Okay, 321.
No.
The only reason I would say first Omega in space is because I think it would fit your wrist better. I like the 321 as a watch better. I think the first Omega in space will fit your wrist better.
And for me, it's like I think the new first Omega in space has a nicer dial than the 321. It's got the same flat link bracelet as the 321.
Same case.
It's a great case size. You get
it's the same case and same bracelet.
Yeah, you
make a compelling argument. You do make a compelling argument, Nate.
And it's half as much. And it's half as much money.
Yeah, but it's way, dude. The 321 is objectively special. I mean, you just look at
it's objectively special if you flip it around and stare at it, but nobody's going to flip it around and stare at it. They're going to look at the dial. The dial.
The dial on the Foyas is so much nicer looking than the 321. Between that dark blue and
so
patina. It's just
that you could talk about on at least a couple of these watches, right? You could talk about there's iterations where the dial is just more beautiful, but some of the watches like the 15202 or the Day-Date in particular, like the particular configurations of those, there's a mystique around them, right? The 321 has a mystique, and I think part of what Marco said was you're going to flip the first Omega in space, and I think that's actually what would happen.
He flipped the 321 when he had
a 321.
I know, but that's the thing, is like the voice would just go right back out for 321 anyway. Like
I'm literally agreeing with Nate.
Can I be
The
honest?
worlds are
Alex
colliding.
just
I'm
keeps the
agreeing
first
with
Omega in
Nate.
space. He's cashed it out the 321 twice.
Hold on real quick. What
Yep.
if we do neither the 321 or the first Omega in space and we do a white Speedy? Because the collection doesn't have a white dial.
Nah, I don't want a white Speedy. I don't like it. Too big.
Okay.
I
40
again,
mil.
I
I'm
just
not
think
going
I
over
just
40
think
mil.
this looks better, and there are some watches, and Ali, I agree with you. There are some watches that you want because of what's behind the dial. I don't know if a Speedmaster is the one that you want because of
No objection to that. I mean, I wouldn't have a Speedmaster in the collection at all.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question. What about we get rid of the Speedmaster, we keep the yellow gold day date, and then we have 2 day dates?
No, not if it's going to be this.
Yes.
Not if it's going to be this.
Hmm?
Not if it's going to be a yellow gold.
A yellow gold
day date with the
dial?
Roman numerals
Yes.
and a rose gold day date with the Roman numerals.
Yes.
Yes.
That's an
Yes.
excellent idea. Excellent.
That's an emphatic yes.
If you're gonna
I think
do
the day
that,
is still your speed, JJ. Having 2 is not really an issue.
yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with somebody having. In fact, I hope at some point that my collection has 3 day dates in it. But I don't know if I would pick the same dial configuration in terms of it being the deconstructed Romans. Like if you told me that you were getting a yellow gold day date with like with the black dial or the onyx dial or the black diamond Piguet dial, and you were going to get the rose olive, I totally can see that. I just can't
I like
see
that.
having-
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with that.
Okay, then you got no argument from me at all. If you're going to go yellow with a black, some one of the black dial versions, and a rose olive.
I don't really
definitely
even think
say
I need
that.
a rose gold watch, to be honest. I think I would keep the Cartier. I think I upgrade maybe my day date to the one that I wanted with the onyx. I had to deal with that guy, and then he backed out. Rat. Got me all psyched up, and then he bailed out.
It's a terrible, terrible, terrible watch.
What a rat! I had one for 51,000 with an awesome dial. Let's see.
That's a great price too.
Put it up one more time. One more time.
Jerk off the guy. He fucking. Oh yeah. We're gonna do it. Fuck it for a week.
Man, that's
good. Fucking bails out. He goes, I think I'm gonna raise the price. I was like, all right, good luck. It sat there for a month, and then he pulled it off wherever he was trying to sell it.
Just like a dealer, or just like some schmuck in town?
No, it was just a private seller. I even offered. Marco was gracious enough to offer to do like the whole, send it to me and do the shipping, so he was like safe with his money.
Yeah, I would have covered the whole shipping for JJ. I would have done. I literally told him like, okay, I'll send you a label, send it to us. Once I confirm, my watchmakers say, yep, all good. It's a great watch. Everything's authentic. I'll ship the watch to JJ, and JJ will pay the guy. And
I'll pay him before he even shipped it. Just
right, the guy didn't
Marco was
want
middleman.
Like, what do you think? You stake my reputation over a 50 grand watch? No offense, like it's a lot of money, obviously, but like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, huh?
He was just a douchebag. He wanted to get more money at the
But
end.
Marco, to be fair, like you previously staked your whole reputation on like an $11 order of poutine.
True.
It has happened.
Marco, just think about what you just said there. You're 25 or 26. I keep forgetting.
No, like I mean one transaction. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I'm just saying it's like imagine yourself 10 years ago going, oh, I'm not going to stake my reputation over some $50,000 deal.
It's one transaction. Like, okay,
I know,
but like
it's a crazy thing.
No, well, the thing is,
I don't believe you could do this, right?
It's like Bourdain's. Like the guy would have had to be ridiculous to like.
You can't do this, right? There's no way to do a dial swap.
No, I highly, highly doubt it. There's no way. They wouldn't just give you an onyx dial.
No.
Hello, like a stone dial.
No way.
No.
Yeah.
If you went in there and you had like a white Roman and you said you wanted a champagne Roman, you might be able to get them to do something like that. Maybe.
We got Red Hot 100 in the house. Red Hot, if you see Curly, tell him I said hello. He says this collection is meaningless without a Broguet Brooklyn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you noticed this, Red Hot 100, but I am wearing I am a Breguet man. I am wearing a Swatch from the Swatch company, just like Breguet, a 34 mil, lady size Breguet. I got this from Dave, the super collector. I gave him a hand job in the bathroom, and he gave it to me. Then I went down and saw Cove over at Luxuria and gave him a hand job for another one.
Wow.
2 handies, 2 Breguets. That's how we do it.
And you HELOC'd it, man.
HELOC. Send money now.
He locked the swatch.
Yeah. I hocked the four Pateks that I told everyone I lost. Made you give me
free money. We're stolen, not lost.
Yeah. Stolen, recovered, but not stolen. And then I bought new watches. We got Roy Jr. with a $5 super chat. When an IWC is your beater, you have a great collection. Definitely keep the Mark 18. I love that watch. Thank you, Roy. I agree. Everyone else keeps trying to talk me out. That watch got its own personality. It's fun. Great watch. I love it.
It's actually a nice watch.
All those things are true. All those things are true, JJ. Again, I just don't see a scenario.
Thank you, Roy.
You open your watch box and you have those 8 pieces in there that you're ever going to reach for the IWC.
I do. What do you mean? I have half of that collection. I reach for it almost all the time in the daytime. It's got a different aesthetic. Like if
it's t-shirt and jeans kind of.
Yeah, it's like it's got that militaristic look. You could wear it with like a pair like a sweatshirt. You just chuck it on. You got the nice comfortable band.
Crack some skulls. Where you put the IWC on when you got to do business.
The news business. It's titanium, so you get a different metal in there. It's actually a really good, great strap. It's a great watch with straps. Definitely, I hate to use the term because so many dickheads played out the strap. It's a strap monster, man. It's a strap monster. Like everybody's a strap monster, man. But it is.
Look, don't make Marco laugh and spit up his Taco Bell.
Yeah. It's an ETA in the Mark 18, right? So it's like nothing to service.
Right. Mark 18, is that still the ETA or was that the 6?
Yeah.
Mark 20 is in-house. Yeah.
Mark 20 is in-house. That's why they don't make a heritage Mark 20 yet anyway, but I wanted that one because it's a cheap beater. I paid like $3,000, a little over $3,000 for it. I want to be able to service it around the corner at the bubblegum shop.
Absolutely.
I wanted the off-the-shelf movie.
Red
Hot 100 says, "Hey JJ, who's Curly? Curly's the guy who runs the hate stream. He runs the hate streams, but he'll be off the air soon because his partner left him."
Uh-oh.
I want to know why Peter is like attracting strays tonight for no reason whatsoever.
What happened to Peter?
It's like get a service by Peter. Like any.
No, because he's local to me. He's local to me. That's why he said that.
He's a local New York guy.
No, he wasn't shooting shots at him.
I thought it was like the gumball shot. Give it to Peter.
No, Peter Piccolino. He gets service. I don't see why he wouldn't be able to service an ETA.
No, I'm sure he can.
Yeah.
So JJ, I think it's 100% that do not buy the Panerai.
I like that watch. I think it's a strap monster, man. It's a strap monster.
Listen, he just wants to collect the experience, guys. The experience.
No, I have a thing. It's Italian military heritage. They're known for their dive watches. Marco had a Panerai.
Yeah, but that's a shitty Panerai.
No, I'm just saying you liked having a Panerai. What now?
Honestly, I don't disagree with you. Having a Panerai is cool. Every once in a while, it is nice.
Yeah, the Paneristi. I got into watches again because of Panerai when I was doing EDC stuff. That's actually what pulled me back in.
It's true. You used to have that titanium one, right?
No, I had the 112 or 111. Which one is the one with the
sub-seconds?
The small seconds. Yeah.
111.
111. Yeah, that's what I had.
Why don't you go get the Panerai Brooklyn with the completely unfinished 6497?
No, I'm gonna buy Blake's for $4,000 when he sells it. Vamal, $2 super chat. Marco, chatter on the new VC releases, 38 mil overseas.
Unfortunately, I can't discuss anything. I signed an NDA, gentlemen, so I cannot actually say.
What happens if you break the NDA?
I don't know. That's an excellent question, but I'm not looking to find out.
I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
What do you mean? He'll get talked on by the rats. The rats are waiting for him to make a mistake so they could tell on him.
As your lawyer, you're saying I signed the NDA having no idea what the penalty is for breaking it?
Listen. You signed an NDA.
2 hours in Archie's bedroom.
Yeah.
He's gonna make a Breguet man out of you yet.
Definitely part of that word.
Yeah. What do we got here, Duco? What the fuck is this?
Hey, man, you said rats.
Oh man, this is terrible.
That's horrifying.
You said rats, man. I'm
Wait,
pulling
hold on. Before we, I just want to answer Vimal's question. I did not sign an NDA. New version overseas coming out, 39 mil.
Would be
39
awesome.
mil.
That would be really cool if they did that.
I don't know if
jumbo?
that's actually happening, but that's what should happen.
I would love
What's
that.
the thin one? The ultra. They need to do ultra thin, 39, 39.5 mil, somewhere in that range.
So, like, I saw the VC222 in person, okay? And it's a great watch. It's a great contrast to the 4520 because it's a very thin, it's meant to be like a chic sports chrono, right? But it's kind of like you compare it next to the 4500. And I said this before. I think that the overseas is objectively a better watch. Nicer dial, better bracelet. You get the strap change option. The movement, I think, is also nicer and it's more robust. So, like, everything about the overseas is more appealing to me, and I wish they just made it in a smaller case size.
If it was just a little smaller, it'd be perfect. And with a quick set date. By the way, this watch totally reminds me of Marcelo streaming, sitting on the toilet.
I was about to say, why is there a rat taking a shit in the middle of this watch?
Aren't these, and correct me if I'm wrong, Nate, aren't these like the hand engraved Panerai models, and they're like enamel filled and they're like super expensive?
$9,000.
$9,000.
I thought they were like 50 G's retail, if I'm not mistaken. You know that they have a line like this, right?
What's the year of the rat? What year is this?
2020? I don't know. I'm not.
So,
I don't,
Marco, wasn't there a 37 millimeter overseas? Not Gen 1, not.
There was, but that has a subsection.
Yeah, Anne had that. Travel and Watches. She had that one, but it doesn't.
But it's not, it's not as nice.
It has the boring blue dial like the 222.
And it also has the sub-seconds at 9, which kind of just the off-center sub-seconds looks kind of weird. Here, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a sports watch vibe.
Not at all. It really.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
We got a $2 super chat from my man Boris the Third, PhD. Good to see Boris in the chat. He says, "JJ, you need a Breguet for true happiness." Oh man, true sadness. To be honest, it's more like true sadness. How do you triple your sadness? You get three Breguets. Three
identical Breguets.
Oh my goodness.
As the current owner of 4 Breguets, allow me to say that I feel both seen and attacked by this comment.
Oh man. Yeah, but you also have like real men's watches, like day dates and things like that.
Yeah. For me, Breguet makes some of the most amazing complications that exist out there, and everything that comes from that Daniel Roth era DNA is just such an amazing looking watch. Why you would choose to get the most boring classique with an enamel dial, a Type 21, and whatever other bullshit he's got is beyond me.
Type 21 hockey puck and a grand fall asleep fume dial.
Yeah, the only one that's any good is the tradition.
Yeah, which I had. And the best was in the video. He got rid of it because he's not a Breguet man. No, I got rid of it because I got an FP Journe, something they'll never call you for.
Jesus Christ.
Ouch.
Hey, I didn't make the video. He did,
Did you actually, was that FP Journe, like you got the call from
the
boutique?
FP, yes. I don't keep more than one rose gold dress piece. I'm not a 60-year-old man striving for attention from other men.
Did they make you do the Roman salute in order to get the watch? I'm just curious.
You're not striving for attention from other men, Robert. You got to get the whole part. What'd you say?
That's true.
Did they make you do the Roman salute in order to get the watch? Did FP himself make
No. My salesperson was awesome. She was great. We went out a couple times. We had a lot of fun. She was great.
Yeah, this is did the 37 mil version of this. I mean, I see what you're saying in terms of the small seconds at 9. Did this have like the quick change straps and everything else, or was it just on the bracelet?
No, it didn't. Yeah, it had everything else.
And the blue dial is not the same blue dial though.
It's definitely not the same as the Gen 3 blue.
Same, actually, JJ. If I'm not
really,
nah, it's not. Anne had this watch. It's very nice. She has it. It looks great on her, but it definitely was not. It didn't have that sunburst effect. No way. Really? It was very nice, but not as good.
Okay.
I actually like the small seconds at the 9 o'clock. I wish they would put the date wheel at the 6 o'clock like they do on the travel time, and not have a date at 3 o'clock at all. I think that would be a fucking awesome watch for the next iteration. We have Alex, Wristwatch Holic, with a member chat, 22 months. Thank you, Alex. He says, I am considering buying my Patek from local AD. Which one is possible and better to get for first piece between 5212 and the 5226? I think they're both going to be equally as difficult.
Why would you lose 10,000 from your AD?
Why would you lose 15?
Yeah, what? Alex, this is a bit crazy. Unless it's packaged with an Aquanaut, do not buy it new at retail.
Yeah, this is a tough call, man. I mean, you know, people all want to build these relationships, but I've seen too many stories of, you know, people losing their dealership. My AP they're gone. They're gone. Now, I got called for a Royal Oak and I bought it, but they wanted originally to like buy this, buy that. I'm like, no, I'm not interested in any of that. If you get this watch, this great, you know, slate dial Royal Oak, I'll take it. If not, I'm not interested. Now, imagine if I would have bought a code and got beat for 10 grand, you know, lost 10 grand as soon as the minute I dropped it, you know, more. And then what? By the time I'm waiting for my next year for the watch, they're wrapped up and they're closed. So it's a dangerous game for sure, Alex. I don't know. I mean, if you're willing to spend the extra money and you don't mind not getting called for a cool piece, like they're not calling you for an Aquanaut until you buy
also his Rolex AD, JJ.
Doesn't matter. They're not selling you an Aquanaut until you buy 3 Pateks. It's not happening. So as long as you're sure they're not going to lose their thing and you're willing to buy it 3 times and lose 30 grand to get that Aquanaut, and then maybe you'll get an Nautilus eventually.
It is
really
the most dangerous game. I mean, my Patek AD has been a Patek AD for 3 generations now, and so I know that and they're about to move on to their 4th generation of ownership, so it's not going to change. But even I'm not picking a 5226 or a 5212 from them as that. When I went to go quote establish a relationship with a Patek AD, it was which one do I like that I'm going to take the least clobbering over the head with as compared to what it could cost me on the secondary market. And for me, it was a 6119.
Great watch too. Very nice.
That's exactly right. It's a great watch. And yes, it was $8,000 more than it would have cost me to go buy secondary. But you know, I know they're going to be around.
5205. Ask for a 5205R green dial or a 5205G blue dial.
All right, let's get some real advice from Ari here. Ari, what do? We want to establish a relationship.
Rainbow Zenith. He says you get a Rainbow Zenith at retail and you're all set.
100%. You read my mind, buddy. Our people think alike. So that's awesome. Awesome.
I mean, we did discuss it at the Chinese restaurant last week at the meeting.
Very good. Exactly. Cheers.
But also, can I just say this? I know that Ali hates this watch, but the 5226
you person, fucker, like you don't have these anymore. So goodbye.
You mentioned the Hamilton, you get the band hammer.
That's
like,
it.
I don't know who that kid thinks he is. Like, first of all, $50,000, not risking his reputation for $50,000 nonsense. Like 2 weeks ago, he was risking it over routine. He thinks LeBron's the GOAT, and now the 5226.
So Ali,
I'm sorry, if you just mentioned LeBron being the GOAT, don't you have to ban yourself now?
Yeah. So let me ask a question here. Sorry. The
JJ couldn't handle the asymmetry.
The 5226. So Ali, what's wrong with it?
It's overpriced. It is overpriced by $15,000.
Ali just doesn't like the watch.
It is an objectively nice watch, but the problem is it's an objectively nice watch for a brand that isn't Patek. It's like, why Patek should not be using somebody else's design language that way. Like, everything's for giving Giro Genta error, right? You have fucking Bomber Mercier Riviere, you have the Royal Oak, you have fucking the Angenour, you have the Nautilus, like the works, right? That's Giro Genta, okay? That's more him than it was the brands.
Right.
But that is a fucking Hamilton with skateboard tape on it. Like, Patek does the Calatrava, and they do fucking gorgeous dress watches. Not quite as gorgeous as Vacheron,
Right.
right? But still, like, so it's like, sorry, it's just not fucking Patek. So if you're telling me, right, it's the same thing as if somebody decided that, this is the same thing I feel about these luxury brands,
Right.
that produce the $3,000 or $4,000 sneakers, right? Like it's like, no, fucking just get a pair of Jordans. Like, what is it? I don't know what that Bottega, but whatever, fucking the Bruno, all these assholes produce these $4,000 sneakers with strange neon fucking pads and shit. Like, no, it's not you.
Right.
Well, Burberry is the perfect example of that. Burberry has gone completely off the old classic English design language into fucking old white street clothes territory. Fuck that shit. Patek shouldn't be doing that.
Fair enough.
All right, I agree with you with one sort of friendly amendment to it. Like the 5226 and the 6007 G. You know, the 6007 is the one that you can either get in the red, the yellow, or that light blue, and it's got like the carbon fiber look center of the dial. I agree with you, but those and the 5226 are not Patek DNA. However, if they wanted to establish themselves and expand things out to say, you know what, we do want to have a entry into the brand for somebody Marco's age who's moving out of a Rolex and getting into their first Patek.
And this is an old soul like Marco.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, that you're like, okay, you know what, your choices right now in the sub $35,000 range in Patek are the 6119 G or R. That's pretty much it.
That's it.
There is nothing that, you know, because the 6007 G and the 5226 are 40,000 plus watches. If you told me that those watches were 25 to 28,000, and that is your entry into the brand as a younger person, and you either decide, okay, you know what, you come into the brand, you picked up a 6007 G, you like the red, you know, it's got a cool kind of carbon fiber look to it.
Absolutely.
And you're like, okay, you know what, my next Patek is going to be an annual calendar or some other, or a 5212, some other complicated Patek. You start to go down that pathway, or you start to go down the sports watch pathway. It opens up the brand. Now, do I think the 5226, we could joke about it looking like a Hamilton? Yes, it does. Yes. It looks like a Hamilton. But what really offends the shit out of me is a $40,000 plus Hamilton. If you told me that 5226G was a $27,000 Patek, and then you've got I think I'd be okay with it, because you also have the perpetual calendar one with that same, you know, asphalt dial that, you know, is somebody that's going down that path.
So how does that sell? Like, how does it sell? I'm curious. Like, we can criticize it all we want. It's selling bad, huh? Like,
not really. I mean, it's actually pretty well liked by Patek collectors.
But you can get them on the secondary.
I think it's
much
great.
Less than retail.
But that doesn't mean much, because most Calatravas died on the secondary anyways. You know what I mean? Like almost all Calatravas die on the secondary. Actually, all Patek dress watches die on the secondary. You know, for the most. Like the beauty of the 5226 has nothing to do with the dial at all. I think it's the case. The case is just unbelievable. I mean, and the movement with the Clou de Paris.
But that's the thing. That's true, Marco. That's true. But the fundamental problem remains. You can't be Thierry Stern and say we're trying to introduce ourselves to a younger, more hip audience, then come out and say that the people who don't like us can't possibly afford us by producing a watch that they can't possibly fucking afford.
Right.
So it's like it's just, you know, they could have gone the Gronefeld route and released a Groen, you know, a Patty or whatever, fucking for $6,000. It would have been more respectable than this from my perspective. Like, it's just the messaging from Patek has to be fucking consistent.
All right, we got a member chat here from your friend Mikey. Hold on a second. We do have a show to run. This is not a private conversation. Let's read all the chats. We have your friend Mikey with a 39-month member chat. He says, hope everyone is well. What's new? When do you think we will see new releases at Watches and Wonders? Well, at Watches and Wonders, you'll see the new releases. No?
Yeah, officially the first Monday in April.
Yeah.
That's the start of Watches and Wonders, so that's when you'll see them officially. I think you're going to see some pretty decent. I mean, there's already rumors out there, but I think you'll see some more locked down rumors maybe a week or two before then.
I think it's since
Well,
it's March 31st.
Oh, does
either
okay,
way,
so
it
March
depends on what he's
31st,
asking.
I
Right.
know.
What he's asking is that if he's asking what do we get to see Watches and Wonders, and the embargo for all the brands for Watches and Wonders are the same, but there's another show going at the same time, and then brands like AP that don't participate in Watches and Wonders, they do their releases like 2 weeks before that, at least some of them.
Right. And
Right, so-
Omega does their
Omega as
releases.
well, right? Like so, 2 to
Yeah.
3 weeks before Watches and Wonders, there's going to be a steady set of releases from people who don't participate in Watches and Wonders. So that's when it starts getting
Yeah.
exciting for all of us.
I know that Tag Heuer will come with new models because when I was purchasing my Rolex at the AD, they had people from Switzerland, the people working at the AD for training and information about new watches. I saw a blimp on the TV screen when I was going to the shop. Of the new Tag Heuer watches back then in November. So that I know that there will be new Tag Heuer watches models.
And they released several during LVMH Watch Week a couple of weeks ago, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have more during Watches and Wonders, and more probably throughout the F1 year too. Now that they're the primary sponsor of F1.
Yeah, I mean everybody who's a vendor. REG gifted 1 Watch Hangout membership. Who's the lucky winner? Are you know?
Oh, look at this!
Oh my
Blake.
God, it was Blake.
Blake,
The
you're not a member.
risk.
Oh, kick him out of WhatsApp. Kick him out of the WhatsApp.
All right, I'm done. I'm on that. I'm good with
Nah,
that.
Blake. We'll leave Blake.
No, I heard you
He's
the
got-
first time. I got you.
He's got
Wink,
1
wink,
month.
you got it.
1 month to recover. We got Brody, $5 super chat. He says, "Great show, boys. Thank you, Brody. Greatly
Love you, Brody.
appreciate that. Thank you, Brody." Let me tell you, Brody came in clutch when we did the TPG talk. Man, that was awesome.
That was very helpful.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
very
And he
said
did
that
it for 2 different. He did it for 2 different shows too. Generous with his time. Really nice guy.
Yeah, Brody's the man.
So
All right.
just as a random thing, continuing with just to finish the
Yeah,
close the circle.
we could get back to
Oh,
Patek.
hold on. Wait. Hold on a second, Blake. You and I
man.
had this discussion.
No excuse. No excuse.
I love it. Everybody doesn't know how to
He's
spend
already-
money. I
He's
have no
already
idea.
used that excuse before.
Let's give a
has his own
tutorial
YouTube
down below.
The purchase
Yeah, I
button
know,
is
you have your own
broken.
channel. What
It's
do you mean you don't
broken, I
know?
tell you. Yeah.
See the join button underneath the screen? You click join and then you pick your level and you're all set.
Yeah.
All right. So when you get back to this Patek discussion, please make sure you add the Cubitus for also being gross. But I do like the 5226. I think it's a
I
cool
like the
watch.
5226 more than I like the Cubitus.
Yeah,
I would buy the 5226 at a steep, tremendous discount, and I would wear it as like a field watch and just be a total asshole.
So
So I just went and looked on the Patek website to say,
all right.
okay,
I am.
find me a 25. Somebody who has bought Rolexes before and is now ready to move up to, if that's your mentality that you think Patek is moving up from Rolex. I'm going to get my first Patek. I have $25,000 to spend. I want to get a Patek from a Patek AD. You know what the only men's Patek that's under 25,000 or around 25,000 is? It's an Aquanaut 5167. That is the only. You go from
Jeez.
$24,750 to 35 grand at a 6119. So there is no entry level for a true younger first time Patek buyer that's not willing to spend $50,000 or
What's a
$40,000.
Cubitus at? Sorry,
43. Cubitus is a $43,000 steel watch.
yeah,
It's like, where is the, and you could go back even just 10 years and go and find, whether it was a 5196 because you were going to go get grandpa's watch, but whatever. But like, where's the $25,000 to $30,000 entry Patek for a guy who wants his first Patek? It doesn't exist.
No, they should definitely have a Patek entry level 25,000 for a young person. But I think they don't give a shit right now.
nope.
Well, you know what? That's great that they don't give a shit right now, but eventually there's
will.
not going to be. They're going to have to at some point if all your buyers are, going to be dead.
Yep.
And they're passing theirs, and like Patek says, you don't actually own a Patek. You're just going to pass it on to the next generation.
Yeah. So the next generation's already going to have theirs, so they don't need another one.
See, JJ brought up an interesting point though about the Cubitus, right? So the 5226 is at least whether it obviously resembles a Hamilton, but it is a much improved Hamilton, right? Like it really is a beautiful iteration of that sort of watch, right?
Yep.
The Cubidus, though, I'm sorry, at this point, I've had 2 of the 3 models on my wrist twice. Cartiers are prettier. They just are.
Oh
like,
yeah.
So
It's
that
more
that,
refined.
that I just don't understand. Like that one I don't
totally
understand.
To me, you know what here's what I picture with the 5.2-6. Why I don't hate it. I picture the person who's wearing it is a wealthy person who's wearing that when they're dressed down, and how they dress down is like a button-up polo kind of plaid, you know, like long sleeve button-up shirt with a pair of jeans and like a pair of like leather, not loafers, but like the boat shoes, you know, like something like that.
Yeah.
And they're wearing, you know, that as like their kind of,
You also subscribe to Brody's OnlyFans channel.
Yes. And
I was about to say, why is it that JJ has fantasies about Christian Jerome?
him I picture wearing like that gold Piaget watch. I don't picture him wearing that.
Yeah.
I picture more like who do I picture wearing that? I picture almost like I was gonna say maybe like Nate, but I don't know if I would say probably like Nate. Well, I don't know because you're in Florida, so you're just warmer. But
I wear leather strap watches all the time. I have a 6119, which is like one of my favorite watches, yet didn't make the top 6. You know, I have a 6119G. It's a beautiful watch. You've got the, you know, the hobnail. Everything about that watch is just, it's a great watch, but it's not a first Patek for like a 25 to 30-year-old that's going to go into Patek.
Yeah, I would say I just think the Cubidus is an ugly design. We got George Varghese with a $10 super chat. Good to see George in the chat. He says, "Great conversation, gentlemen. I think a datograph in platinum or rose gold would be a great addition."
Of course, he would say that.
Yeah, datograph is awesome. I personally, I just have a thing for the 1815 chrono. Marco knows that that boutique edition, white with the blue. I know
that's beautiful.
The up down.
Yeah. The 1815 of the chronograph, you know, the boutique edition. Me and Marco used to look at that when it was cheap, and then it just exploded. Now it's come back down, but it's still not where it was when we were looking.
It was like 40 grand at one point, right?
Yeah, it was about 40
What is it
grand.
now?
Probably like 60s.
And what's a datograph? What's the spread between a datograph and an 1815 up down chrono right now?
I just sold a datograph up down in platinum for 72,000.
Okay, so it's not a huge spread anymore.
Well, we're talking about the boutique. If you buy a regular chronograph, that's not the boutique.
Regular 1815s are like
high
45,000,
30s, low 40s, right? Something like that.
Max 45,000 you're paying for like an 1815 chrono.
And you're getting. I mean, other than the date, you're getting the watch. You're getting the same watch.
Yeah, it's just the date and the power reserve. That's and what I like about the 1815 chrono personally, it's a little bit smaller case size.
Right.
So it's
and
40 versus 41, and it's a touch thinner too, which I really like because Lange obviously has the very kind of slab-sided case.
Yeah. To me, it's just it's a more slick chronograph for sure. It's thinner. It's a little smaller. It's cleaner. Datograph is an awesome watch. Don't get me wrong. You turn it around, and you get lost in that. It's like a city, that movement. But if I had to choose, either way, it is a great addition. You know what I think is great value right now? You get a rose gold, silver dial, moon phase, Lange 1. You don't get to see the great movement like a chronograph, but beautiful dress piece. And you can pick those up like low 30s.
Those are nice too.
Yeah, you gotta get the moon phase though. It just gives it that extra what it needs.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm looking at them right now.
Nice, but need a moon phase. I think so too.
Hey guys, I'm going.
No, you gotta stay. You gotta stay. No, I'm only kidding.
Have a good one, man.
Garth, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Good to see you, buddy.
And next time. Bye-bye.
See you later, Garth.
That's all right. It's time for Captain to come on anyway. We only got about 20 minutes left. So.
It's odd you say that, JJ, or only ironic that you say that, because one of the ones that made the last 6 for me was the platinum Grand Lange 1. It's not the moon phase, but
very nice. It's a bit too big for me. The grand size. I used to want that size, but I think I got to go with the smaller one now. It's a beautiful watch. Don't get me wrong. But for the same reason, I don't want a Calatrava. I need a moon phase in my dress. It's just a personal,
Can I interest you in a Christian Wood?
Christian Wood. Someone on eBay got that now.
Oh, somebody finally got it.
Show that again. I'm too slow. Oh yeah, I sold that a while ago. I sold it for almost what I paid for it. Crazy.
Good deal.
People don't want to pay those import taxes, man. Ryan Holfrey, $2 super chat. He says, "Shout out, Madman. Miss you, bro. Cool show. Thank you." We got Madman in the house. I haven't seen him.
Boys, I'm head to bed.
Either.
All right, Duco. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you,
one, Duco. Hopefully, see you Tuesday.
Tell the missus we're sorry.
She is mad. She is mad.
Hey, honey, I just want. I swear, I'm getting off right now.
Don't be mad.
Another 2 hours. Just another
Don't
2
be
hours.
mad.
Yeah.
Stupid JJ again.
Bastards.
Take a roll.
Hey, we got MCM in the chat. He says 38.5 Lange one is a sweet spot. Yeah, I agree. They were a little big. They were a little big.
The nicest one, JJ, is the rose gold Lange one with the large moon phase in the hour.
That's the grand. That's
but
the
it's grand size, so you can't fucking. It's too big. Oh,
Marco,
is that the Sal had that one in platinum? Yeah.
Is that the 40? Is that the 40.9 or the 41.9?
No, it's 40.5. Yeah. I think you're thinking of the time zone. There were 2 time zones or whatever. What are they called? Time zones?
Yeah, the time zones. Yeah.
Yeah, those were 41.9. Then the newer ones were 40.9.
Yeah, this one's a 41.9 also. So I was just curious as to whether or not the moon phase was the same, the big size.
So nice with the large moon phase, but it's just too big.
Big Sal had it in platinum. Remember that was awesome.
Fucking gorgeous watch! What a gorgeous watch!
I wish I had a bigger wrist. That was
any Lange platinum is an insane piece.
But you know what he said? Dethroned it. He said the 1921 dethroned it.
You know what? I had that 19. Well, not the one that Marco knows the one that I was about to say, but Blake. Now that you're here, we can tell you how is that you actually sign up for a membership.
He joined. He's official.
I've already signed up. To give it to you.
Guys,
really happy to give it to you, man.
You guys peer pressured him into doing it.
That's it.
Wasn't me, Blake.
I was so disappointed with the 1921 on wrist when I had the rose gold one, and I was shocked that I lusted after that watch for so long. I put it on wrist, and I was just like, it's really nice, but
listen, in rose gold for like 20-ish, 22-ish thousand, it's really nice. It's a nice.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a better watch in that section.
So part of the problem is this applies to women, cars, and watches, right? It's like if you lust too long, if the gap is too fucking long, it's always going to be underwhelming. It's just the way it is.
Hold on a second. Let me talk to my wife. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
I think Ali said if the gap is overwhelming. I don't know.
Oh, damn it. Come on.
Hey, boys.
Brody making a good point here. The 5170p is 35K more than the 1815 chrono.
Yeah. Because George Varghese asked me about what do I like more, an 1815 chrono or 5170?
5170. There's no question. But
I like the 1815 chrono more than the 5170.
Yeah, you crazy.
In white and rose gold, but in platinum, the 5170p is just fucking.
Yeah, if that's what you're saying, 5170p.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the only one I like. But yeah, no, I agree with you. If it's not the 50, if it's the white gold, no, it's totally different.
I'll throw out two other alternatives. The 5070J,
not even close.
with the black dial.
Hell no. 5070 is so ugly compared to 1815 chrono. Hell no.
57. No, I'm saying compared to the 5170, the 5070J.
Nah, I think
with the black dial and the yellow.
Nah. I don't.
Or you go completely nuts and you go 5270R on the bracelet.
Yeah. Sure.
That may be the one that's in my future. After I get rid of all of the other watches.
All 30 of the other ones. This is one of my favorite Pateks. You know who used to have this? SLC watch collector, but he got out at the right time when the market was booming.
Oh man.
Look at this.
With the Piguets.
Yeah. This is like If I could get one Patek, I would get this one over.
Oh, yeah,
No,
what's the size? Do you need anything else?
Your friend Mikey's always pushing a $230,000 watch on me. Like, what do I look like? A gazillionaire? What's my name? Cars and Chrono?
You do have a sign behind you now, dude.
Yeah. I should have got one that says "Send money now."
Yeah,
235,000. Hey, look, I would definitely take a 51, 57, 12, 1R for sure. If you want to send it, here is the address. You can send it right here, and we will be glad to take it off your hands. You know,
The free ride is over, fatso.
but this watch is awesome. You can get this watch under 100 now, which is great.
So this one I put up. If you want to share my screen, this is the end game for me. If I can swing one of these, and God, they are so cheap on the secondary now compared to their retail price.
Oh, come on. Please,
He's just like stuck in the 90s, man. He's just trapped.
52.
No, he's stuck in a movie from the 90s that was trying to portray the 70s.
Do you remember the part in Billy Madison when he goes back to high school and he has the REO Speedwagon T-shirt on and he has the Firebird pumping the music and all the kids are laughing because he's dressed super outdated.
You know what's actually weird to me, and I mean this, Nathaniel, I mean this in the nicest way, is that his taste in Cartiers is bloody superb, but his taste in pretty much every other watch is like really old man, like much older than he actually is.
Even worse than Marco.
I'm sorry, 5270R is just an absolute stunning.
It is a very nice
Well,
watch.
listen
It
to
is.
them, mate. These fucking watches, gorgeous.
I was only breaking balls. It is very
This watch
nice.
is
I do like
fucking
Dude.
unbelievable.
It's a Patek Corne de Vache with a bracelet, like a bad bracelet.
Oh, it's so fucking beautiful in person.
I haven't seen one in person. I just hate the watch.
We got a $2 super chat from Venetian Cedar. Venetian Cedar says, "Boys, how can I get my hands on one of your caps, AJ? I actually got to send them to some of the GMT, and he's going to disperse them. I can add one for you. I'm just trying to get the shipping
you have
together.
to send to GMT?
Yeah.
Ship it to me. I'm actually sending GMT something.
Oh, all right, perfect. I'll ship you the box.
Send it to me. I'm going to ship it with.
Yeah, but it's going to be a couple hats. You could fit them. Like
Yeah, he can. With what he's shipping, it will be actually a rounding error.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I got to give one for GMT, Madman, Undertaker, Venetian Cedar.
Well, hold on 1 second. I'm just talking GMT. Not
No,
everybody.
GMT is going to send them to all the Australian guys. I just got to send them to him.
Yes, send it
I'm
to
just
me.
counting him. I'm going to send him 5 hats.
Perfect.
Actually, I want to send one to Perth Luxury, but I don't know if Perth would give out his address to. You can send it to Super Chats. I don't know. Send it wherever you want. I don't know. I really don't know. GMT is going to mail them out, so you could actually send it to GMT if you want, and then he could send it to me. I don't know, something like that. I really don't have a plan, to be honest, but I'll get you a hat in there for sure. I just got to see who else in Australia gets one. I know Madman, Undertaker, GMT, you, and I think there was 1 or 2 other people. I don't know. I really don't have a million hats left, so I don't know. I have 5 put on the side for GMT, but I will definitely make sure that you get one.
Hey, JJ,
After I'm done stretching this one out,
what's that?
Are any going to your northern neighbor, or is it blocked because of tariffs?
It's blocked because you booed our national anthem and then got your asses handed to you. By the way,
I will get one going your way, Ari. I just got to figure out logistics because it's like $40-something to ship it to Canada. It's very annoying.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's only for 70% of the hat.
a medium box to Canada is like $40-something. It's so annoying.
I think after I'm done, giving myself a headache for 32 shows in a row, I'm going to auction this one and the headset off so you can have the whole the Watch Hangout coach set up.
I might have a workaround. So I'm doing a layover in Montreal for like 6 hours-ish. So if anything, JJ, send me an extra one. I'll just bring it with me. Or if you're okay waiting until March and I'll bring it to Montreal, my mom will just ship it out to you.
I appreciate that. No, seriously, thank you. Thank
It'll
you.
be way
That'd be
cheaper
great.
that way. Yeah, it'd be way
Yeah,
cheaper.
thank you. I can wait. That's perfect. Yeah.
Oh, Darth Simon has a good idea. Wait until Canada's the 51st state, then you can ship priority mail. There we go.
Absolutely. Then you could ship it USPS priority mail. It'll take 6 months to get there after being lost and routed to 46
Dude,
other
you want to
states.
hear something crazy? My mom shipped me like a couple things, like a belts and like a couple sneakers. Okay, I can't even make this shit up. UPS sent the package back to Canada because they couldn't find my address. Dude, it's a fucking residential address. Keep it at a UPS locker and call me. You know, like it was so stupid. It was unbelievable.
All right, don't ruin my segue here, Marco. By the way, guys, we want to give a big shout out to our man Steve over at White Glove Cigars. Steve of Bayville. He's so many names. Steve Leaf, Bayville Cigars, White Glove Cigars, StogieSampler.com. Steve's a man of many interests here, but he is a fellow watch collector. We do like to support him. If you do like cigars, make sure you check him out. Here's his link. We dropped it. These are the gift packs specifically for the Watch Hangout. Congrats, guys. We sold out the Opus X Club and 2024 Toast Across America. There's a bunch of other packs there, so make sure you check them out. And there's coupon codes up top. Click the link, and you'll be all set. All right. Go ahead, Marco. Take it away.
No, that was it. That was all.
Oh, man.
I can't. How the fuck does UPS resend a package back to Canada?
You're still on fucking UPS shipping your mom shit to you wrong.
Unbelievable. You know, I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Yes, one of the hats going to Australia does have 2 holes drilled out on the side for the lightning bolts.
Marco, I'm a little confused. Why don't you just send your mom a label?
What do you mean?
Just send her a label.
Oh God, I can't believe that one over Marco's head.
International shipments, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the one. Yeah, sucks. Whatever. We can ship out, but we can't bring in. If that makes, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't believe it either.
When you going for Groot?
What's that? Oh, Groot.
Change your mind? You're not a Groot man anymore?
You know, it's a good question, JJ. My collection has had a massive upheaval this past week. I don't know if I want to talk about it right now.
Oh, no.
I don't know if I want to talk about it right now, to be honest.
All right.
Marco, can I just ask, is it that every single time you do a state of my collection video on the Burdeen's channel, that by the time that it publishes, that the watch collection is completely different?
Or like when I show a watch, it's just like totally different. Yeah, no, it's bad. It's very bad. I can't help myself. You know, I'm just a serial flipper, you know?
I know one of the ones you did, and I can't, I cannot fault you for what you did on one of those pieces. That's insane.
I mean, honestly speaking, like my whole collection is gone.
Hey, Ari.
I have 2 watches left. That's it.
How you doing?
That's it.
How's it going, Ari? Hi, Robert.
Hi.
Hey, Marco. Hey, Ali.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
Since you never sent me a hat.
JJ, do you like?
Oh, I never sent you a hat? Probably because you weren't a member.
I'm a monetized YouTuber here, so give me some slack.
I'm actually a lot of people love these hats. Big shout out to our man Bob NYC, by the way. Bob made these hats, very generously sent them over to me.
Hat, by the way.
Yeah, they're awesome. Team merch is going to be coming soon, man. So get ready. Hats will be available for everyone, and a couple of cool other things. So many people want them. I don't even have enough to give everyone. I mean, Bob made me a ton of them, but I gave a bunch out at Watch Time New York, and I gave some out at Buckley's event in Vucum at the shop. Poor OC, he didn't go. He goes, you didn't have a hat for me. I didn't realize I did not bring one for him, but
put him up on JJSW.
Yeah. That is a good idea. They will be available as soon as I can, I don't know, get my act together. Robert.
Yes.
I mean, sorry, I meant to say Mikey, but I did. But you are next, Robert. Have you ever had sheer wine? No, I haven't, and I do not eat Reaper sauce. But thank you for the consideration. I do appreciate it. Save your money. It's stuff I don't eat. Hi, Robert. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, JJ?
I'm doing well. I'm getting sleepy here. I'm getting all screwed up.
Yeah. Oh, Eastwind Farms. I see you're in the in there. Please DM me with your information on Instagram so we can send your prize from 2 weeks ago.
That's the Grand Seiko book, right?
Yep, that's a Grand Seiko book.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Liberty Spot got a hat. There we go. You know,
Last call in the race, guys. You got about a minute and a half to enter the race if you want to join the 20 some odd who are entered tonight.
There we go. AB says Watch Hangout hats are selling on eBay for $199.
That's it.
Oh, you know what? What a fucking this guy's brilliant. Just throw a few on eBay. Buy it.
Pay like 90% fees.
No, they get 15%. What are they going to charge? $20 for that? They're going to take $3.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it to cover the shipping. I mean, 20 hats times, you got to use a medium box every time you do it. So that's another 20. $400 just to give away hats.
Shipping's crazy.
Insane.
But the things I do for our people,
Look, all you need to do is sell JJ a watch, and you'll get a hat.
Yeah, that's right.
No. All you need to do is buy a watch from JJ, and you'll get a hat.
You get 2 hats.
I don't know. I sold him one, and I got a hat.
That was part of the negotiations. Jay Giddy with a $5 super chat. He says, for the hat fund, did you get one, Jay Giddy? Because you live local. You just pull up. I'll give you one. Pull up. That's what they say, right? The young kids, right?
Do you know what the current inventory numbers are? Because you've obligated like 9 on air so far this show.
Yeah, nobody's getting them. I don't give a fuck. I do what I want. Everybody gets a hat. Psych.
I do what I want.
I do what I want. We got Marco. Thank you, Marco. A $5 super chat. He says, for the coffee on the way to shipping the hats. Yeah, no problem, man. I'll ship you something too, Marco. I got to figure out some stuff here.
Ship them to Amazon and then just have them on Amazon,
This last time. Hey, I said I got a hat for you, man. I got one. Play on my streets, man. Yeah, what's up with the recycling guys? They only take half my cardboard. I'm gonna start selling that on the side,
I have that same problem. I've got boxes in my garage and I need to go somewhere.
AB says, Nate, he paid more for the watch, but gave you a stinking hat instead. Come on, the hat's a good hat, man. Are they comfortable?
It's an excellent hat. Excellent.
If your head's not as big as mine, I'm sure they're just great.
I got
anybody who's been on the after show with me sees me take off the hat, and then everybody watches as the blood flow starts going back up from the hat line.
Yeah,
like you can see the actual visible movement of blood.
You got the special hat that takes your blood pressure all the time, so it's squeezing you to take your blood pressure.
Damn,
I'm gonna have the special one.
I'm gonna have to call Bob and ask him if we could place another order. I'm gonna see what he called.
They're really nicely made hats, dude.
Oh yeah,
they've got good depth to them. The flex fit obviously works well.
Yeah, they got two dimensions, right? It's
like a wrist. Yes,
you got it, guys. 45 seconds, and we're closing the race. If you guys want to get in, do it now. Send money now.
We got time for me to ask an actual watch question before we go to the race?
We actually do not, because Robert, actually we do. But first, Robert has to do his unboxing, which I totally forgot about.
Oh, well, we can do that real quick.
Yeah,
let's do it, Robert. I'm glad that Blake is in the room, because this was a wonderful gift from Blake. I love the IWC Mark 18 that JJ has. I love that style of watch. I've thought about getting one for a long time, but every one that I could afford was just a homage. But there is another brand that has the cachet to do this watch and still call it its own. That brand is Laco.
Nice. They make actually really awesome field watches. I love that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they got some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in a very nice leatherette case.
I'm so glad I found that. I looked.
That was actually one of the field watches I was considering on my field watch hunt.
Yep. And I already replaced the band. It came with a NATO strap, but the band is already been replaced.
Nice,
very nice. Very,
is that
very
blue
nice.
dial?
Yeah,
blue dial?
It's the blue dial. Let me get the focus right so we can get a close up here.
Don't drop it.
I like that one.
Beautiful.
I like
that
that
is
one.
really
I like
nice.
the hands. I really do like the hands design on this.
I agree.
So that's the Augsburg. It is the less expensive of the of this design. Has a modified Miyota movement in it, but I will say that they definitely did a good job regulating this at the factory because it is -2.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Yeah, they do a fantastic job. So,
especially for Miyota 8.
They usually always use top grade loops on
Jay Giddy says, "Nice Patek, Robert."
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Now, how do you know it's +-2?
I did not use the time grapher, JJ. I know what you're getting at. I did not.
No, I really wasn't. That's why I was asking. I didn't think you had it set up yet. That's why I'm curious to know how you do it.
I don't. So I set it with I set it with a computer with a second hand, right? There's a current local time website that you can go to and set it by that. And then I measure it again at 24 hours. And then I measure it again at 48 hours to see what the average is. In 48 hours, it lost 5 seconds. And in 24, it lost 2. So it's probably about 2.2 seconds slow per day.
Speaking of time grapher, this is the gentleman who donated that nice time grapher.
Yes. It will be set up shortly. I'm actually changing around my office to where I can have a bench to do all the watch stuff on.
Who in the world
that's
would
where it
change
will
up
go.
their setup?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to need the desk that I'm going to use is actually on this side of my room here. You can't see it. But I'm going to get that set up with the time grapher and all of my band adjustment stuff and all of my watch tools are going to be there. And
congrats
so
on
once I
the
get
new
that
watch,
done,
man.
I have to say, and I've told everybody,
Blake.
I've told everybody on screen, I'm not buying watches this year. I'm trying to sell some watches and save money for my retirement watch. Hopefully get it a little early before I retire so I can enjoy it. And so Blake was nice enough to say, I have this. Do you want it? And I said, well, hell yeah.
Jen G got one too.
Yeah, Jen got the
now Blake's just bragging. He couldn't wait for Jen G to unbox it.
No, she got the type B orange.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Laco. Everything they've ever done. I mean, other than like from 1936 to 1945. But the rest of the time they've been around, fantastic.
Yeah.
Robert, what I don't know if you've said, you don't have to if you don't want to, but do you have a retirement watch picked out already, or you don't know
yeah.
yet?
Yeah, it's the
Seamaster, right?
Black Dial Seamaster.
The current one with the wave?
Yeah, it's the current one with the wave, but the one with the date, ceramic dial and bezel. Not the new one with the flat aluminum bezel and dial. I like shine, baby.
I want to see if I can pull the new one. Wait, which one is it? The one with the wave dial with the date?
The Seamaster 300 Professional.
Yeah.
AB technical to me. I don't know what that means.
AB, there's a mobile app that's free for demagnetizing watches that you can use your phone.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You could buy a demagnetizer for like $5
$11. Yeah.
Or you can get the free app.
Yeah.
On your phone.
I will tell you, I bought one of those the blue $11 demagnetizer.
Yeah, that's what I have.
From Amazon. I bought a watch. Actually, I bought a Breguet from the Real, and they had discounted it so low because they had it identified as grade 4, like keeping inaccurate time, must be serviced, all of this other stuff, and so it was probably about $3,000 or $4,000 below what it should be. I got it. Put it on my time grapher. It looked like I did after my heart attack on an EKG meter.
Oh God, yeah.
I took it over to the demagnetizer for 30 seconds. It was back up to 275-degree amplitude plus 6 seconds. And 0.1 beat error.
Oh man, AB just ordered one for $15 on Amazon. I would have sent you the link to our merch. No, I'm looking.
No.
We really got to get a what is that called? When you have the page, like an affiliate link.
Yeah,
we need those affiliate links. So is this the right watch? Is this the one?
That's it. That's it.
Hey, Marco, I have a question for you, or Robert has a question for you. How much can you get this $2,700 watch for?
Yeah.
I mean, I could do like 25 off. I think
2,500 off? Absolutely. Sold.
Are you an Omega
No.
AD?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you want this new or used, Robert?
I actually want it new, and I want to get it through our local Omega boutique.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to. I want.
Tell
I
them
want
will they
the
match
boutique
25
experience.
off.
Yeah, I'll
Ask them if they'll match 25 off. Bernie's offer you 25 off.
Yeah,
It's
but I
offer 25 off. No, please don't.
But
just say another AD. Just say another.
Oh, great! Marco's gonna have to go work for Nico again. Crap.
I'll say when I was over at the boutique, we had an event there with Austin Watch Society a couple of weeks ago, and Nate, no relation to the Nate on our stream here, was very nice to me and let me wear one around for a while, and that just kind of sealed the deal. I knew I always wanted one, but getting to wear one for a length of time, looking down at my wrist like every 5 seconds to admire it, that's definitely what I want.
It's a change pace for you. Instead of women putting their DNA on you, you're putting your DNA on something. That's very nice.
That's right. That's right. Got to spread it around, Ali. You know how that goes.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Especially at my age, I've got to replicate as much as possible.
Replicate? What are you, fucking Borg? It's like he's a fucking Cylon. I've got to replicate as much as possible.
That's right.
All right. The race is closed. The race is closed.
The race is closed.
Nate, Nathaniel, you had a real question you wanted to ask. You said.
Well, yeah, actually, because I have been, as I've been evaluating my collection and looking online to see, somebody needs to explain to me what the absolute fascination in the United States is for Eastern Arabic dial watches and the premiums that people are willing to pay in the United States for every Eastern Arabic dial watch. Now, I happen to think there's a number of them that look really cool.
Yeah,
but somebody needs to explain to me how a 35 or a
dude, Nathaniel, this is very easy. The same reason why people get Chinese character tattoos and I have no idea what they say. It's the same damn reason.
Ever since they dropped the song "Arab Money,"
because it looks cool.
Is it?
It's that simple. It's that simple. Everybody goes, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Nobody understands. Nobody understands the history, the origin. They can't even. They call it an Arabic dial because they're not smart enough to know what an actual Arabic dial is. Apparently, right? Like they just have no damn idea, dude. So yeah, it's just because it looks cool. That's it. Simple. And frankly, like the watch market became so super saturated during COVID that it's almost impossible to stand out. Right, like amongst randoms, like lay people, it's almost impossible to stand out. Every Rolex looks like every other Rolex to people who are watch nerds. Every Patek looks like every other Patek to people who are watch nerds. That's just the way it is. And frankly, like I told the story on air, I was wearing my 720, and this dude's like, "That's a great Hublot." Like this is what happens. Is like they become like that's just what it is. So an Eastern Arabic dial.
I'm just curious when his body will be found.
Yeah. Never mind.
Let's run this race. This is getting out of hand now. No, I'm getting a little sleepy, to be honest.
Me too. And tomorrow.
All right, JJ, we've got 25 official entries. Who do you want to throw into the race?
Let's put Time Panda 24 in. He's given a couple of contributions. He's been a guest on the panel. Let's get this gentleman in right here.
All right, Time Panda? Yes, I have Nathaniel in here.
Okay.
You're not JJ Smalls anymore.
How dare you, sir? First of all, how dare you? Second of all, also how dare you?
So no, hold on, you little bitch. I asked you once on WhatsApp, what would you like to be called, and you said Nathaniel. That's actually what you wrote. So if you were trolling me, that's your fucking
my name is, but JJ's mold is my
his race name.
My race name.
So we got.
It's a stage name. Can we get JJ's mold to the stage? That doesn't sound too.
It doesn't sound too good.
And we're off.
And we're off. We got 42 seconds left on the clock. I fell asleep on the first 2 seconds. Here comes Roy Jr. coming out of the gate hot next to Boris. Big George and Mitch trailing right behind him next to Uncle Mikey and Anthony P. Boris holding that lead. Here comes Birminghard up top. Marco coming in behind him and Robert Wood behind them. Robert is gaining some speed, but who knows? Here comes Bubba. Here comes AB. Liberty Spot in the back of the pack next to REG, Alex Wristwatchaholic, and Vimal. Red Hot 100 falling asleep next to George Varghese. Here comes Phoenician Cedar, Irving Hart holding a commanding lead. Who will win? Nobody knows.
Mikey.
Here comes Uncle Mikey. He's sprinting hard. He's sprinting fast. Big George got his wheels on too, but it looks like Mikey's going to hold it. And Uncle Mikey takes it. All right. Congratulations, Mikey. You are today's winner.
Dead last the whole fucking race.
Yeah, your horse sucks, man. All right, we're good. Thank you very much. Yep. All right, guys. On that note, that's the end of another successful show. We may or may not have a show tomorrow for the members, so make sure you consider becoming a member. We do appreciate everyone. Thank you, Blake, for becoming a member today. Thank you, Ari, for coercing him. We do appreciate it. But if we're not doing a member show tomorrow, we will definitely be back Tuesday, where Robert will be stripping on a pole. No, Robert will be talking watches.
No, please, I'll super chat to not see that.
We're gonna we're gonna help Nate make his final decision.
Just every time you super chat, you put something back on, right?
That's it.
That's right.
It is true.
There we go.
Look, I got to point out. Come on, Dr. Bob. If you're gonna say it's fixed, at least super chat, you cheapo. At least super chat. Then you could complain that it's fixed. You don't even have any skin in the game. You popped in 5 minutes ago and made cranky comments. Send money now, and then you could complain. Otherwise, zip the lip, my friend. Zip it. Zip it. All right, guys. On that note, we'll see you Tuesday. See, at least Bob's got a good sense of humor. He knows. He knows how to have a little fun. Don't forget, guys, become a Piguet man and wear your swatches. Make sure it's 34 mil, lady size. All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll catch you either tomorrow or Tuesday. Until then, peace.
Hey, guys. Look what I can do. I know it's all fun, but I just can't do things. Hey, Archie, I'm leaving you tomorrow. I'm kind of getting tired of all the names like from Jimmy calling me. So I'm kind of saying, check out, motherfuckers.